is it? I say, hey, what day is it? Can you say hump day? I say, can you say hump, hump, hump day? Well, today is hump day all day long. Come on in, you can't go wrong. Retired Rick's is where we're at, just shooting the breeze and chewing the fat. So come on in and smash that like, hit that arrow and share us out. Just pull up a seat and sit a little while. We're gonna do our best to make you smile. You better watch this guy, they say he's slick. Come on in, it's Retired Rick. Is it? I say, hey, what day is it? Can you say hump day? I say, can you say hump, hump, hump day? Well, today is hump day all day long. Come on in, you can't go wrong. Retired Rips is where we're at, just shooting the breeze and chewing the fat. So come on in, smash that like, hit that arrow and share us out. Just pull up a seat and sit a little while. We're gonna do our best to make you smile. You better watch this guy, they say he's slick. Come on in, it's Retired Rick. You better watch this guy, they say he's slick. Come on in, it's Retired Rick.
Happy Hump Day. All right. And we got a guest in the basement here. Let's pull him up. All right. And we got a guest.
There you go. I thought you were going to leave me in the basement.
Huh?
I thought you were going to leave me in the basement. I thought you were going to leave me in the basement.
No, I wanted to bring you up when that was over with. Like a truck or something pulled up.
Yeah, your white bait towel that you gave me that was so black and almost not being able to get clean.
Yeah.
I got it white.
You got it cleaned up?
It's clean and white. Has a few small yellow stains on it, but it's still white enough where you can see it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a blonde white.
Yeah, I need to get some more of them. I got so many bait towels now from CatCon and people giving them to me, and I
like that one.
Yeah, I got one in my boat. It's pretty nice. I had one I think I got tore up. So welcome in, Avid.
Welcome in.
You said, dang, YouTube kicked me off from being first, but you're first here.
When you started this Saturday, I came in and say, Rick, Tim, Sandy, and all that, and I came in tonight, and none of it was there. I'm like, dang, YouTube. Huh.
Yeah, YouTube does change. Say hello to Gregory Lemon. Says there's 5 eyeballs watching. Well, me and the dog been fishing today. I'm kind of windburnt, sunburnt, tired. I was wanting to get a little nap before I went live. I just never done it.
So how'd the dog do today?
The dog did good. He was the first one to catch a fish.
Well, I thought I was going to ask, did he skunk again?
No, we all caught fish today. I think we ended up with 7. I watched my replay a little bit. I was scanning through it trying to count the fish to make sure. I've got 6 of them counted, but I missed the biggest one that I caught, so I got to go back and watch that again. And I'll do it later. I thought I'd set the times on my live there. People want to go see the fish caught. They don't have to sit through all the other crap.
Yeah.
But me, Ray, and Tim, we each caught fish. Tim had one in the first. Actually, I think it was the first 2 minutes of the live.
What did you do? Hit the fish in the head with a bait or what?
I think he did, yeah. I sat there and watched his pole go like this for a couple of minutes. I said, hey, Tim, you might want to get that fish. Or he was.
I think he hit the fish in the head with a sinker in the bait.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, Gregory. Thank you, brother, for stopping by.
Hey, Gregory, how's your dad doing?
Hopefully he's doing real good.
I hope he is.
Yeah.
Waiting for my computer to get done upgrading.
Said he's doing good. You ain't got that upgraded yet?
Oh, I turned it on and it decided to upgrade again.
How come your picture is real clear? What'd you do different? You painted the
I'm
wall.
I'm on my tablet.
Gotcha.
My desktop is upgrading.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot clearer picture on your tablet. It don't turn
Yeah.
sideways.
It probably did if I went like this.
Yeah, there you go. That's a lot better. Hello, River Rat 3030.
Hey, River Rat.
The old catfish slayer, you. He's still knocking them fish off every day.
Yeah, I wish I could do that too when I go fishing. I bet I could do it.
Man, I'll tell you, they must be getting ready to go on spawn or something because we couldn't find a big one at all today. I think the biggest one was probably 12 or 15. We didn't weigh it, but
Yeah, they're either feeding or getting ready to go and spawn.
yep, pretty sure. 71-degree water.
71, that's good.
I'm drinking it. So if you guys got it, drink it. Yeah, we had a good time Monday. We caught 11 fish Monday. Tim got the biggest one. And then we caught 7 today. So, and I think I had the biggest one, or the last one Tim caught might have been the biggest one. I'm not real sure. And of course,
River Rat caught 17 yesterday, and he's resting tonight.
Butterflies and sunshine. I got
Hello,
a nice
Linda.
video I'm going to play for you after a while. Linda, we'll get a few more people in here to show. You and Ed Evans, Midnight Special. Or what is it? Ed Evans Midnight? Flat
Yeah,
Ed.
after midnight. Ed Evans after midnight.
Overheating. I'm going to have to turn the fan on or turn my air on. I haven't even turned my air on yet this year.
Someone turns it on, I keep turning it off because my bedroom gets so cold, it's not funny.
Yeah.
I keep turning off the vent in my room.
Yeah. Miss Linda, are you fishing tonight with Ed? And of course, I got my retired Rick fishing shirt on.
If I didn't have to wear a work shirt tonight, I'd be having yours on.
Yeah. You still working double shifts?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Won't be off until 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, excuse me. Whew. A little sleepy. Hopefully I can make it till about 2 o'clock. Just had me a New York strip that was pretty cotton picking good. And about 8 ounces of homemade ice cream. That was awesome.
I need to get that recipe from you.
All right, I'll send it to you. I've been kind of tweaking it a little bit, trying to get it just the way I like it. Tonight it was pretty good. I think I'm going to start adding a little bit, like a little packets of stevia, because I like a little sweet taste. Hard to get over that. Really? The river's up that high there, huh? Going to do the show from the boathouse.
I don't blame you.
Does
That's
that
a
mean
smart move. Dude.
the boathouse in the garage? Is that what you mean?
I believe so.
Man, you caught a pretty fish. I know that, Miss Linda.
I didn't get no notification. I don't know what's going on.
You sure you weren't sleeping? Missed it?
You see me sitting out on the front porch? I ain't been
Yeah,
in the house yet.
yeah.
Let me change this camera around so we can look at this neighborhood.
I got them channel cat cleaned and cleaned all the red meat off of them and got them sliced up and in the water, washed them off good, and soaking them overnight. Take them to my sister tomorrow. That'll make her happy. I took her some the other day and she said, I'm going to need more.
There we go. There's the front yard.
Oh, you got the garage name. That's cool. Good idea. The boathouse. That's what
That's
all the
nice.
name my boat's been at since October.
Hey, Linda, how's it going? Gregory, how you doing, brother?
Well, Ben's Miss Linda's in here. Is Ed with you? I'll play that little video of you guys and your flatheads. That was pretty awesome.
Your little catfish dance.
Do what?
Did you do a catfish dance?
I said, heard our little catfish dance.
Yeah.
Dancing with that
Hey, Mike
catfish.
Sampson. I'm Max Sampson.
Mike Sampson.
What's up,
Thanks
Sammy?
for coming in today, Mike. It was awesome, brother, having you on my live like that. I appreciate it. We had a good crowd. Not a big crowd, but a good crowd. We had a good live. We did catch some fish. We did have fun. I had fun anyway.
Yeah, I did too. I'm tired now, boy. I ain't lying.
You know, I was watching that replay, Tim, where I talking about I was letting you guys catch some fish to get out of the way before I caught one. It wasn't 5 minutes and I caught my fish.
Well, you know, I started to watch the replay and I could not believe how much my rod was over there banging away before anybody noticed it.
I was sitting there watching it and I looked at you and you weren't paying no attention. I thought, well,
It's right over your shoulder, and I know you had to see it just whacking away.
I was watching it. Yeah. That was good.
I thought, what the heck? Ain't none of us seeing what's going on over there until you see the replay.
Fresno, brother.
So, Fresno.
Show where I see Cappy's dog on panel. I'm out of here, he says. Don't leave yet, Fresno. I'm going to show Miss Butterfly's flathead here real quick. Let me pull it up here.
What's that Johnny Ringo said? Well, bye.
That wasn't Johnny Ringo that said that, was it?
I think it was. The Tombstone?
No, it wasn't Johnny. Yeah, it might have been Johnny Ringo. Can't think of that other cowboy's name. Oh, let's see. Where did I put that at? This is for Miss Linda. Here we go. See if I can get it up here and hit the right page. There it is. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah, baby.
I couldn't read this scale real good. I'm not sure if that's 3712 or 3710 or 33.
That's 3732.
Okay. There's pretty Miss Linda. That's a pretty flathead there.
He's a nuts right here.
That's awesome. Look at that smile.
Hello, baby gang.
35.7 is a good one too.
Yeah, 35.7 is a nice one.
Yes, it is. Awesome, awesome.
I'm jelly,
Hello,
Lindy. He's my flathead PB. Oh, well.
Movie goats. Hello, Aaron. Cooking a steak and listen. I just ate my steak and I had me some carnivore ice cream. And now I'm finishing off with a good old hot cup of coffee. Probably shouldn't be drinking hot coffee. I'm kind of warm, really. I need to turn my air on, I guess.
I told the wife tonight we needed to test the air conditioning. I came home and it was warm in the house.
Yeah.
She said, well,
What
go
she
ahead.
said.
I ain't going to turn it on. She going to turn it on.
I wish you'd fish tonight, Fresno. I'm too tired to go back out. I asked him if he wanted to go back tonight, we'd take the boat. But I'm glad he said no. You're welcome, Miss Linda. You get any more, send me a picture and we'll get them on there again.
But Tim's on vacation.
Hump Day bragging board every Wednesday night. I got some more to show here.
Tim may be on vacation, but he still gets tired.
Yep.
I haven't even taken vacation yet.
Hey, that wind out there and that sun, it beats on you after a while. I'm glad Ray's got that, what do you call it, canopy cabin to get in.
That's Kevin, yeah.
Yep. So,
Yeah, I ordered 4 tires offline and they got here and I had to send them back.
you ordered 4 what?
I had 4 tires ordered for my truck, 265 70 R17s.
Yeah.
And they came in with 225 70 R16s.
No
So
kidding.
I sent them back.
Why people can't get that straight, I have no idea.
It's right on the screen.
Yeah.
And I called the company and I says, can't you guys read? I go, what? I says, I got 4 tires from you and they were not the right size. And I sent them back to you. Now I want my money back. No. We'll change the right tires. I said, no, you already burned that bridge.
So you're going somewhere else?
Yeah.
It'll probably take 6 months for you to get your money back.
No, I'll get it back within maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah. All right, let's show another video while I'm here.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, we'll roll her again after a while, too. Let's see. Get her back on the panel. I couldn't get all the pictures on because I didn't want to make it too long. So we put some on there. There's your flathead candy habit. I'd love to have that bait in my house. I know that.
Yeah, most of them bluegills in there.
Kind of rough.
Most of them bluegills in that peg are about 8 to 10 inches.
There you go. Look at that, baby.
John O. Look at that hog daddy.
That's a nice one.
Carp torpedo. Ooh, that was a scary boy right there.
Yeah, boy, that's a scary looking fish. Pretty little flathead. Look at that striper. I caught that after that flathead.
Wow. That striper's some good eating.
That pretty white fish. Little short fat thing. Not me, the fish. I had to hurry up and say that before somebody made a comment.
Rick, you both you and the fish did resemble one another.
Everyone is welcome to come in and make it a fishing show tonight. We're live from 12 to 4. Awesome. I was hoping we'd get some fishing tonight on my show too, but I know Josh was talking about maybe coming in tonight. Jeff Bill. How you doing, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff.
New fish, Rick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got a good one here. I might as well show it off too. I like bragging a little bit. My buddy
No.
say, I don't know why you take pictures of them fish all the time. I said, well, how do you gonna know if you remember them? You don't take pictures of them.
Exactly.
I like pictures. I got pictures for like last 5 years. Let's
I get
see.
pictures of my big back. I don't take pictures of my small ones though.
Yeah, here's my big flathead, Jeff. Check this baby out. Let me get her on the right film here. And that was on the Castaway Cruise Show Saturday night.
Wow. That's a beauty.
My name. Yeah, boy, that's a dandy. He was a good fighter.
What is he? What is he? Between 38 and 40 pounds?
He was 46'4".
Wow. I knew he was around 40.
Yeah. Yeah, we got him in. I said, I think I beat my PB. Thank you, brother. It's awesome. Did you see double hook angling short yet? I don't think I've seen it, Gregory.
I haven't. What is it?
Or you guys caught, I forget how many crappie the other day.
I seen he had a short on today where he did blackjack. He did a blackjack jig. A
Okay.
black jig for skipjacking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did see that, but I don't think I watched it. I seen the preview or something of it.
I seen it, I don't know, about 20 minutes ago or so. Before I came up here.
I got that attachment, Miss Linda. Let's catch up here. River Rat saying hi, Jeff.
So my brother
right,
from another mother.
I will check it out, Gregory. I have not seen it yet.
I'll check it out too tonight.
Fresno says, Tim, go out in the yard and chase your tail. He's off the skunk board, Fresno.
Yeah, no skunk board for me. Nobody hit the skunk board today. Everybody in the boat got fish.
You reckon Fres is scared to come on the show tonight because he might get on the skunk board?
He might. He might. He said, I can't come on till after dark. I can't come on till after dark.
Why?
I hope he comes on. Yeah, we had a couple good shows, and I appreciate all the super chats that I got and everything, the coffee, all that. Pretty awesome. Thank you, River Rat. I'm tickled pink with it, buddy.
What's up, my brother from another mother? Man, I hope you're doing well tonight, brother.
So do what, bro?
Now, one thing I did catch, like Fresno catches out there when the California fish. See if I can find it. I caught a pretty nice California fish, and I can actually say my stick's bigger than your stick, Fresno.
That's at least a 3-pounder. Man, that thing pulls drag and everything, boy.
It did. My pole slammed down and drag filled, and that's what I reeled in. I said, it's heavy, but it's not biting much. I thought I had a big in there for a while. Tim said, well, Fresno's. I said, well, I'll just take that picture then. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, now you know, Fresno, you know what you got to do. You got to go out and get a stick bigger than that.
Yeah.
You have to make Fresno work for it.
What you showing? Is that your hot tub in the front yard, a hot tub on the deck?
No, that's a deck box. It has solar lights and stuff like that. That's where we store our solar lights and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had the hot tub out there.
No, that's out on the back, right off the back deck. I'm on the front deck right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think he wants to be mooning neighbors as they drive by.
Get back
I
on
don't think
track.
he wants to be flexing people as they drive by.
Yeah, that's why the hot tub's back behind the garage. Nobody can see what's going on back there. Except for my
I
neighbor.
On board. The possum didn't get on last Wednesday. He skunked and no board.
Who was that? John saying that?
No, Fresno.
Fresno?
That board's only good for, I guess. Well, I don't know what it's good for. It's good
Well,
anything.
no, actually, I forgot all about that because I was at work and John did throw him under the bus and I got busy and I forgot all about it. Well, we'll have to think
All
about
right,
that
Greg.
for a minute.
I'll check that out after a while, brother.
But look, okay, he did catch some. He skunked last Wednesday, but Saturday night he caught fish. So
He's off the board.
he just saved me from writing his name off on the board and then getting a tear towel and wiping it off.
Fresno said, I'm taking this to court and fighting it.
Good luck. You're gonna lose.
Thank you, Fresno.
We'll take it to LA City Council meeting. We'll get something done.
Miss Linda said that looked like a 12-pointer. It was a thorn bush, I guarantee you that. Because I grabbed it to pick it up, and man, I stuck one of them thorns right in my finger.
I bet you let go of that thing real quick too.
It bit him, Linda. It bit him.
Got mine, brother Fres. I might have to fill her up again. Got me sweating now. Whew, I might have to turn my air on. Or open my door. My ceiling fan quit working unless I got my lights on. The lights, I can't shut the lights off and run my ceiling fan. Cotton picking thing, I need a new one, I guess.
Huh.
Hopefully Possum will be in here and he can see his trifecta he did.
That's a rare thing to do. Channel cat and blue head. That's hard to do.
Yeah, I tried to get one Saturday night. I got the flatty, I got the striper, and I missed I'm pretty sure it was another flathead. He smashed my bluegill so much it was crapping coming out of the crapper, hanging out of him, where he smashed the guts right out of him.
Not yet, Gregory. I'll check it out when I get off here.
Fishing at the farm pond yesterday. Were you in the boat, Gregory?
Learn how to drive that boat yet, buddy?
Yeah, hit that like button for me and share me out if you can. Click that notification bell to see all my videos or when I go live or make a post. Appreciate it.
You go in the dock when they caught the catfish.
You got to get on that boat, Gregory. Get out and get a big fish. Get some hog daddies. Of course, we was on the boat all day today for 7 hours. Never got no hog daddy.
We did all
Depends on how
that.
the weather is this weekend. Depends on where I'm going to go fishing. You know what?
Yep.
I pray we don't get no more rain down here.
I think didn't Ray say we got rain coming, Tim? Or
Yeah, I think there's a chance tomorrow, maybe Friday.
You guys can have all the rain you want. I don't need it. You can bypass me and go right to you.
I know it was like 85 or 87.
We could probably stand a little bit more rain up here.
We don't.
See what my weather is. Haven't took the boat out. Gregory needs to be a captain of the boat. Got to get you a captain hat, Gregory. Says Captain Gregory on it.
Get Dave a Gilligan hat. Make him the first mate.
Here's my weather. 81 degrees right now. The wind blowing southeast at 11. 54%
I found out I have an idea who used to own this pickup of mine. Because I was cleaning it out and I found a Marine Corps hat stuck
Yeah.
between the seats and the passenger side.
Were you in the Marine Corps?
No, that ain't mine. That's someone that was in the Marine because that was folded up nicely and stuffed in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it have any money in it or anything?
No,
Oh,
but he was a Marine.
yeah.
The girl that owned that truck before me was a Marine.
Yep. I don't they call them jarheads, or is that sailors? Sailors are jarheads, I guess, ain't they?
No, Marines are jarheads.
Oh, Marines are.
Yeah. Hey, Rick, I think I got a little sunburn today.
You know, I feel like I did.
I think I got a little crisp. I feel a little heat on my arms.
Yeah. I was going to jump in the shower real quick first, but I never made it. Time I ate and had my ice cream and got the coffee going, I didn't have much time left to go live. But I stayed inside most of the time, so I shouldn't be too sunburnt. I think it's wind burnt mostly. I never tan. All I do is burn mostly.
Well, I know one thing. I don't need no bluegills for fishing. I got plenty in the tank.
They're still alive?
Yeah. I still got all 45 or 50 of them in the tank.
Well, I don't know about you, Abbott, but some of them dudes look like they're big enough to eat. I think I'd be
Some of them come down to here on my hand.
I know it. I'd be getting me the fillet knife out, and I'd be getting me some steaks. You can't beat a good old bluegill fillet.
I caught most of them in 2.5. I caught 50 of them in less than 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Back to back, almost every cast.
It's been a struggle.
I kept a few of the small ones, but I threw most of the small ones back and kept the hog daddies.
Yeah. Booby, I think that takes a couple minutes before it'll play again after too many people do it all of a sudden. Should pop it up here in a minute. Try it again here in a little bit.
You're warmer than me. I'm 78 down here with a wind blowing north, south by southeast at 8 miles an hour.
Yep. I stand there cleaning them fish tonight. I got bit on my hand. I looked down at a friggin' red ant. Then I got it whacked on the back of my neck, and another friggin' ant.
Really?
Oh, really? They must fall out of a tree or something.
Those red ants, they come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know where they was coming from. Been painting, stayed inside a little too long today. I love being outside, man. I just rather do that than being in the house. I need to get my grass cut. I hope it don't rain tonight. I'm gonna try and get it cut tomorrow unless Ray calls me to go fishing.
You just might have to go fishing, huh?
Yeah, there it is. Wood bear.
Don't forget to call Tim. Don't forget to call Tim.
No, I think I'm gonna sit down for a minute.
What, you be sitting down in the boat?
I'll be out Saturday night.
I don't think you got to have a capital W.
No, you don't.
I think when like 2 or 3 people do it right in a row, it takes. I think I read that.
I think there's like maybe a 90-second delay, something like that.
Yeah, 90 seconds in between.
Yeah, so if there's 3 or 4 people that do it right in a row, it'll be 90 seconds, then 90 seconds, then 90 seconds, then 90 seconds.
Yeah, something like that. Now, where's Kingman? Who's in Kingman?
That's Gregory and Dave. Kingman, Kingman, Kansas.
Oh, okay. I thought they were in Sykeston.
No, that's possum.
Exciting is possum.
Okay. Booby goats is, I guess, Woodbury, Tennessee, I guess.
Woodbury, I think, is booby. Hey, Wild Japan. All right, booby.
Wild Japan. Welcome in, Wild Japan.
Welcome, welcome.
All right, Aaron, thank you for stopping by. I got to watch a couple of your videos. I got them stuck there, but I ain't watched them yet. I didn't get to watch hardly anything today except our video live. Finally figured out how to kill the. What did I put that on, Tim? The microphone? No. What did I silence on that?
You put do not disturb on your phone?
Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. You know, I didn't know how to get that back on there. I don't even know how I done it.
So you couldn't do it again, huh?
I deleted it, so whatever I had it set for just Wednesdays or something, but I
Yeah.
canceled it out.
From 11 to 4 or something like that. I think is what you had it set at.
Yeah. I'll play with that later once I figure out how to do it better. There's possums right there, he said. Well, they got 76 degrees too.
Yeah, down here we're getting that wind.
I like wind when we're fishing. I mean, that they
I
bite
like
better.
a slight breeze. I don't like a real heavy breeze.
Now, I would like nice and calm when I go carp fishing. I might go carp fishing if them blues go on spawn, I guess. They ain't gonna bite.
Last Sunday, I was going up to Chad. I was catching Chad like this, and I pulled in 3 15-pound Asian carp in the cast net.
Really?
Yeah, with about like 60 shad, about like 8 to 10 inches.
Did I tell you I caught another tag catfish? That's 2 of them now. Wasn't it, Tim?
Yep.
When did I catch that other one? Monday?
You caught that one Monday, and then you caught that other one, about a week before that, wasn't it? Maybe like the Wednesday before that?
Yeah, Monday before that, yep.
If I'd have been going night fishing, I'd have taken them Asian carp with me, but I threw them back in the water.
Ooh, don't say that out loud. You didn't say that. You did not say that, Abbott.
I hear that's illegal.
It is. In the state of Illinois, it is.
Well, I'm not going to throw them on the ground and get a ticket for wanton waste.
I don't think we got them in Illinois.
What's that? Asian carp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do.
Not around here, I don't think.
Nope.
They're down south. Southern Illinois.
Hey, over there at Clinton, Rick, in the spillway at Clinton, they're stacked.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, they're stacked in there at Carlisle Dam, too.
Yep. They destroyed that. They destroyed that spillway down at Clinton. It used to be a good striper in April and good walleye fishing in February, but they destroyed that.
My buddy used to tell me years ago he'd go camping down there in southern Illinois. I think on the Wabash. And he'd tell us about these fish that would jump in the boat, try and knock them out of the boat, and I always thought he was crazy. By God, that's when them started coming.
Yeah, don't try flying down the Illinois River like that. You will get knocked out.
Kaskaskia is just as bad. Kaskaskia is just as bad.
Yeah, I know up there, Bath, Illinois, they're off the main river. They're pretty bad too. My little ice maker's over there making ice. About got a whole full gallon bag made since I got home.
I seen one of them at Walmart the other day. I almost picked one up.
Yeah, they probably I think they had a whole bunch of different kinds. It takes forever to fill the bag up. it only makes 9 ice cubes every 6 minutes. But you're sitting here at night watching TV. I just let it run. When it gets full, it'll stop. When it runs out of water, it'll stop. Restart when you add it or when you pull the ice out of it. 2 liters of water, it lasts several hours before it uses all that water. So
Wow.
just figure 2
Now,
liters of water ice. That's how much ice it makes.
how thick do you have the ice being made?
It's little bullet size ice. They're about that long, about the size of your thumb or
Are they
your
really thick?
my fingers probably. Like my middle finger.
Right. Are they thick?
Oh, they're probably good 1/8 inch thick. Yeah.
That's really dense ice.
Oh, it's good ice. I used a bag today in my cooler and it lasted all day. Still had ice when I got home tonight.
That's good. Shows you got a good cooler.
Oh, it's just a cheap plastic cooler with canvas tarp over it. I've got a good cooler, but I don't like bringing that bigger one. I've got so many coolers, I don't even know which one to use half the time. You didn't flounder yourself on them deer sticks on the way home, did you, Tim?
No, I put them in the refrigerator.
Oh, good. Does your wife like them?
No, she won't eat them. They're deer. She
Really?
won't touch them. She won't touch them. They're deer.
Well, you should have told her they're cow. She never
Uh,
know what you
Yeah, good luck with that one.
no, I'm not going to do that. She finds out it's deer
never
somehow.
know
I'm a dead
the
man.
She finds out the deer and he's gonna get beat.
I'll be a dead man.
Squirrel, where?
Where?
Yes, sir, squirrel. We caught 7 fish today. Tim caught one like the first 2 minutes of my life. You have to go back and check it out.
Right off the bat.
I'm gonna try and put that in my description. I'm gonna put the times of when we caught the 7 fish. Hopefully, I get that in
Tim,
there tomorrow. That way, people don't have to watch 7 hours. They can just jump to each one.
Yeah.
Tim, I
Nothing
still
big.
think you hit that fish in the head with a bait in that weight.
What's that?
I think you hit that fish in the head with a weight and a bait.
No, actually, we were dragging that a little bit. We had started dragging before we went live. We were dragging them maybe 50 yards or so before we went live.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. But like I said, it was 2 minutes into the live.
Yep.
So
We got all the rods set up and started dragging, and Rick got all the stuff out and got the camera set up and this and that.
yeah,
Because as you can see, Rick was still kind of setting up the camera when my poles over there just going ham, 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 ham.
yeah. I finally had to say, Tim, you better get that one.
I don't know what I was doing. I don't know why I wasn't looking at that ride. I was
I don't
doing
know.
something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess we were trying to teach it to it.
I was doing something in the cabin, getting in my backpack or something. I don't know.
I think it was just too quick, and you weren't expecting it.
Yep. That's probably. We just got started.
Kind of like that last fish. We had that tangle up. I didn't even know he was on there.
Right.
Good
Well, it was
to
like
see
that
some.
last one. That was like that last one we caught Monday. You had to hand pull him in because we got that big old tangle up.
Yep.
And I kept going, dude, I think there's a fish on the end of this line. I think there's a fish on the end of this line.
Yep. I like to see them little bitty blues, so that's good. They'll grow up. And we caught some about that long in the throw net when we was getting drummers back in the spring. Oh man, that steak's working on me. Can't be the steak, it's gotta be that coffee. I'm gonna get another cup, I'll be right back.
No problem.
You're gonna make sure that's what it is.
Coffee.
I ain't quite sure yet, but by God, I'm gonna make sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice night out here.
Yeah, it is.
I'd actually thought about running over Lake of the Woods with the catfish pole for a little bit, but man, I'm too tired.
Yeah, I
You got
lived on
work to do.
be able to go out, set out like that. I set out here in my yard. The friggin' mosquitoes eat you alive.
Well, they
I,
ain't hit me. They ain't come up yet, but I'm sure they will be sooner or later. Matter of
oh, them
fact,
little gnats. When I got done cleaning them fish, I went out there and I was watering my flowers out in front. Man, them gnats were terrible. I don't know if it's from sweating and it tracks them or what.
well, I went on the way down there to Springfield today. I killed a mosquito in the Jeep.
Yep.
What did we got down here is infestation for mosquitoes to be hatching. We got water in people's yards everywhere, and it's just stagnant there.
Not,
Mosquitoes can hatch in here real easy.
well, not only that, you got a lot of Mississippi River backwater around that area too.
Yeah, Mississippi and the Kaskaskia.
Yeah, lots of backwater there.
You got a lot of backwater, and mosquitoes love that backwater because it's stagnant.
I don't know, Gregory. My name's Lemon too, but I don't spell it like that. Mine's French, Lemon.
Oui, Lamont.
Oui,
Oh,
oui.
oh, oh.
We had a boatload of women go by us today. I swear, Tim, when they come back by, she was topless. But she was over just a little bit too far for me to really see real good.
And Rick didn't say nothing until the boat went by too. He just stood there and kept looking that way.
I couldn't help it. Hey, and the other two girls, they laid down because you couldn't see them, and the driver was standing up. And she put her back to me. I swear she was topless. By the time I told you guys, yeah, she was already past it. They went by the first time. I thought Tim was going to have a fit. They got a party cove over there. We should have went over and fished that party cove.
I'm telling you, we should have dragged baits around the boat for a while.
Yeah, we could have got talking
Hey,
to them. New horizons above and beyond. That's Dan, ain't it?
that's DJ.
DJ, yeah. Welcome in, DJ. Possum must be working tonight.
Yeah, probably so.
Yep.
I don't even see the name there.
I seen on Castaway Crew, John was still driving or something, working.
Yeah, he was still driving 11 hours today.
Making that moolah. He needs to. There's a lot of people out there depending on it, man. A lot of them.
I told him Uncle Sam will thank him for it. Uncle Sam thanks you greatly, buddy.
Yeah, but taking taxes out of your check.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is not nice.
Got done putting up the new videos. We'll have to check them out, bro. I ain't been on your channel for a while. Actually, I need to start getting on some different channels. It's just hard to get on everybody. You got so many people.
It's so hard to get on there while you're out fishing, huh?
Well, yeah. Hard to get that grass cut while I'm fishing too.
I know mine needs to be cut. I think that's gonna happen tomorrow. I mean, it ain't bad, but if I don't do it tomorrow, it will be.
Yeah, after this rain, that grass goes like a weed.
So I got to get mine cut. There's Justin Hill. Oh, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
He was in the show today for a while. We ended up with 7, Justin.
Yeah, he hung out with us for a good while today.
Yeah, he did. Nothing big, though. Just fish. Just enough to keep us off the skunk board. I was thinking John was going to fish tonight, but thought he said something the other day about it.
He's probably still working.
Fresno's going to wait till dark. By the time it gets dark in California, it's my bedtime here.
10 o'clock.
Uh-huh. I'll be heading to work at that time.
You know why Fresno wait till it get dark, don't you? He don't want nobody seeing fish in case he skunks.
Yeah.
I thought he's driving without a license.
Yeah, I got to get mine too in June. It expires, and they said I got to take all the tests. I got that speeding ticket 5 years ago, and they've been sticking it to me every time now. Last time I had to go get all my tests, now I got to do it again.
One speeding ticket to do it to every time.
Yeah, I got one 5 years ago. The white
One speeding ticket.
Yeah. Well, I had a bunch of straw in the back of my truck. I took my dog box out, and I thought I'll run her down the highway at about 80, get that straw blowed out of there.
Bad mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, he was coming at me in a white unmarked police car. He wrote me down for 76 and a 55.
That's good. It wasn't an 80.
Yeah, I was 80. I backed off, I guess, just enough. Or he might have cut me some slack, something like that. Don't think so, Justin. I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. I got to get my grass cut. I might need to go do a little grocery shopping.
Hey, Donner.
Hey, Don.
There's old
Good
Bloody Knuckles now.
How'd you mess your hand up, Don? Was that big catfish did that to your fingers?
Did he bite your hand with old glove on, brother? Come on now.
I didn't know. Yeah, that looked bad.
Is Donner still on the skunk board?
No, sir. He took care of that last Wednesday.
Right here, I'm going to show you. Ben, you're in here, Don. Let's play a little bragging board.
Let's play picture.
I want to know if that's that big catfish that tore your fingers up, Don. Or did Paulette do that to you? Locking your keys in your truck and blaming her.
Yeah, big bluegill just at that window, just staring right at you. Yeah, right there.
It don't look that big in that picture, though, Tim.
Yeah, but that's that 26.
There it is. There's his channel key.
Dad got him off the skunk board right there.
That's good.
Yeah, boy. That's a nice carp, too, Fred.
That's a hell of a turtle. Sturgeon.
That's a hell of a
sturgeon.
And that's a flathead.
There's my striper. I thought I had a striper too. My PB 16 pounds on my striper. Can't believe I'm showing them little fish off.
That last white catfish matched with fruit.
It's what?
That last white catfish you were holding almost matched your shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty fish.
Can't believe how much of an albino he was.
Well, we had some blues that were pretty pale.
Yep. There's Sampy still in here. Hey, Mike. Uncle Don, you gonna fish this weekend? Or you're just camping, aren't you? Going somewhere camping.
Yeah, Don said, how do you get into a truck, or do I need to call a locksmith? I said, Don, you got OnStar? Yeah. Well, give them a call, brother.
Give OnStar a call. They'll unlock your truck.
And
Yeah.
they did. He got on the group chat a little while later. Said thanks, because me and Amanda told him get OnStar, call OnStar. He's like, oh, thanks, OnStar unlocked it for me.
Really?
All you gotta do is call OnStar, give them the VIN number on your vehicle. They'll look up your account and they can pop your locks.
Lewis Moores. Welcome in, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis.
Going to try fishing. All right, Don. Good deal. I guess you will
Yeah,
you call 1-800 OnStar?
What's that?
What's their phone number? 1-800 OnStar?
I don't know exactly what it is. I guess if you got some paperwork from them, it's probably on there somewhere.
I got OnStar too, but I ain't got no friggin' paperwork.
Well, his first question. Yeah, his first question was, "How am I going to push the button to get a hold of them?" Well, you can't, Don.
Yeah.
You're going to have to call. You're going to have to call them on the phone, brother.
Yep.
Lewis Moores. Type awesome there, and it'll drop your link to your channel.
The purple smash rod has been nicknamed the Garpole.
Is it a gar catcher?
And one morning at a horseshoe lake, I caught 16 gar on that one rod,
Really?
back to back.
Where's the pictures at?
Not one crack. I wasn't taking pictures because I was getting frustrated with a gar because I was trying to get catfish. I was using live cut bait.
My buddy's been
cut
where you caught your flathead, haven't you? You can't even get a bite.
Who's that?
My buddy I fish with. He's been out Sandcrest a few times there fishing that spot right there. 888, there it is.
Don't lose that number, Don. You may need it.
That's a good idea to put that in your phone. I wonder if that'd be on my same number for me.
You got
It should
OnStar?
be.
If you got OnStar, it's the same number, dude.
If it's OnStar, I'd put that in your phone and save it.
I left my keys in my truck one time when I was coyote hunting. We had a snowstorm. It was 6-inch snowstorm, and I'm not kidding you. I drove back in a farmer's field about a quarter of a mile. Well, not a quarter of a mile, probably 200-300 yards to get by the woods and lock my friggin' keys in the truck. And I called the locksmith, and I'm carrying a rifle and everything. He said, well, meet me out on the highway and get in the truck with me, and we'll drive back in there. He said, I'll drive as far as I can, and then we'll walk. And I thought, well, dude, I've got a high-powered rifle with me and all that. And I thought, sure, he'd say, no way, I'm coming. But he did. He came. We got that truck unlocked, and it was like $50. I said, I was going to break my back window just to get. He said, that would have been about $1,000 for that back window if I.
Yep.
But it was getting dark. It was dark by the time he got there, but it was almost dark. And all my hunting buddies were going home. And I hollered at one of them on the CB, and he barely heard me, he said. So he come back and he picked me up, and we drove up to the highway and met the guy. I didn't ride with him. That guy followed us back because Todd had a 4-wheel drive. Anyway, we got out of there. Couldn't believe it. I would have never done that. Yeah, exactly. I carry spare keys with me now. I got a spare at home. I got a spare in my billfold.
Sam, you know the only thing that's missing in that picture of your front yard?
What's that?
A lake.
Yeah, well, if I go in the backyard, I can show you one.
Really? You that
I'd
close?
be sitting
Well,
on that front porch with
I can
2 or
show
3
you.
rods out there.
I can show you the tree line around the lake.
I thought you was gonna say the farmer's field were flooded.
No, there's a right just to the north of us. You know what? The next house over to the north of us, there's an overpass. So there's a lake there where they dug the dirt out for the overpass.
Gotcha.
Okay. So they made that big lake there.
Yeah, it's man made. It's got some big cats in it too, but they've got methane problem in that lake, and it makes the catfish taste funky.
Really?
Yeah.
They probably hid an underground methane pocket.
Well, I mean, if you pull a reed out of the water, snap it, you could smell it.
Yeah, then they got they hid an underground methane pocket.
And it's not a real bad leak because it's not like you see it bubbling up out of the water or nothing.
Where's it leaking from?
I have no idea. They over here in Champaign County, People's Gas has got caverns under here that they store natural gas in for Chicago. And when some of these caps over here explode, buddy, man, it's a fireball.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna try something here, so if I disappear, I will be back.
There he goes pushing buttons again.
Hey, I know someone else that pushes buttons and he gets kicked off that and never comes back. We know who that is.
I'm still here though.
That's good. At least you're not following your little buddy's idea.
Yeah.
Hit the wrong button and not come back.
Well,
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. They don't play games, son. They'll mess you up.
I got a couple solar lights coming on out here.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and see if I can get this video to show here. Let me save the link. Let's see. How can I do that? Oh, it's an image. Okay. I think I can do this.
You should be able to just go back onto your share screen.
I think I can. I think I can.
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, I remember telling Jeff that the other day. I'd show that for him. All right, let's see if I can do this again here. I think I can.
Hey, MI6.
What's up, Mike?
And that's an image, though. Let's see if it'll work. It might not work.
It should.
Last
it should
time it wouldn't work. I think I can. No, I can't. Where'd it go? Was it a video? No. Where did I save it at?
Is it a thumbnail for his DIY tournament coming up?
Yeah. Where did I save that at?
DIY rods, folks. Make your own. You can use the rig.
Yeah, I got that from Jeff, the DIY video link.
He's going to do it again this year. He's going to do it again.
Why won't they show it? It's showing it in my folder, but it's not.
Can you open it up into a picture?
No, when I open it up, it has my stick picture.
Hey, Bob.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong here. Pictures. Pics of friends.
Any pins is possible.
Huh. Oh, I bet I know why. It's got a different file name. There it is. Got it. Got it.
Here we go, folks. Here's the announcement right here.
I don't see it. Where'd it go?
You didn't click share screen, did you?
Invalid file type. Invalid file type. Invalid file type. How do I change that now?
Is it an SMS or something like
Hang
that?
on now. I forgot how to get in there.
JPEG. JPEG should normally work.
I had to.
How you doing? Anything possible?
Okay, I might be able to change it right here. Select. Rename it, maybe? No?
How you doing, Bob?
I
What's up, man?
I need to save it, don't I?
Yeah.
Send, cut, rename, edit the photos, open. Can I open? Let me see if I can open. Okay, I got it open. Now I need to save image as. Oh, WebP file, it says. What's a WebP file? Well, let's see if it'll save for me.
It should.
Named web file already exists. You want to replace it? Yes. Okay. Now, let's see if I can redo this again now. Oh, where'd it go? Got the picture hiding from me again.
Computers, don't you love them?
Hey, I might have to go back in and redo that something way different. Let me go back in the messenger here.
Computers are a pain in the butt.
Yeah, everybody wants to be secret, you know, and everything.
Yeah, that's why they come up with all these different web files.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Exactly. I'm gonna try and save it as a JPEG if I can.
That'd probably be the best thing to do.
It won't let me save it as a JPEG.
What the heck? What?
Let's see here. Send to. Maybe I can just copy the image and do it. I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to find out.
John Orley's in the house.
Brother John, what's going on? I'll get to the chat here in a minute. I'm sorry, guys. What's IME? Open IME. What's open IME mean?
That I don't know.
Open IME, it might be your image file you're looking for.
Well, that didn't work. Let me go back in and try and just copy it. Copy the link. Well, that won't work either. I have to figure it out.
I walk up to the aquarium. I get the 3 biggest bluegills to come up and stare at me through the glass.
Let me catch up on chat here, and then I'll try and do it again. Any pin possible. Hey, any pin.
I don't know why, but every time I walk up to the aquarium, I get 3 or 4 big bluegills in there that just come up and look at me.
All right. John says someone posted a picture of their hand from a blue, a few scratches. Wait till they tangle with a wild channel cat. Yeah, tell me about them blues. Possum must be working. All right. Squirrel Mike Irvin saying hi to everybody.
I love them DHA rod holders.
I do too. Driving and listening, Bob says. Do I know where Possum's at? Possum probably in bed sleeping.
Yeah.
He probably worked
tired
all day, tired. There's John Euler. Usually where John is, Possum will be. Thanks for the super chat today, John. It was awesome, brother. Appreciate it.
I was asleep when you were there.
Did you get the ride orders yet, John?
Probably with Possum wherever he's at, Gregory.
I will figure it out, Linda. I may not get it on there today, but I'm going to try and
Amanda.
Post it. John thought you were over on Fish Nation. Friday in the mail on time. Don R. God, I'm way behind in chat. How did I get so far behind? Uh-oh. Call his name and there he is. Look at that bait tank.
Hey, look out now. If you want a fishing show, let's see if we can catch one on a jig.
We're going fishing in the bait tank.
Yeah, I got home
That's
late.
an idea. Actually, the one got my dock demon and did the same thing.
Hey, Tim, if he don't catch one, he goes on the board, don't he?
Hey, that's all right. I got some bullheads in there. If they ain't ate all the crawdads yet, I put a worm on. We'll wait them out.
Hi, Queen Possum.
Dang, I was going to go in the backyard and go sit in the backyard. But
look out.
The fountain's going on back there, and it's worse than Bob's fountain, so you all wouldn't hear nothing.
Tracking says
scared to death of that
distribution center. That could take a month if they don't lose it, John.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Amanda, James did get the T-shirt.
2 new T-shirts being made and being sent to me in the new coffee cup.
Yeah, he told us Monday that he got the T-shirt and it does fit, so that's all good.
Yeah, the T-shirt and the hoodie being made in the new coffee cup.
Hey, John says, Possum, you got a new pool?
Yeah. Look at there. I mean, it's set up for the glow show and everything.
I've seen that purple light.
Oh, it's terrible. We're going to put a regular hook on.
Don't let that black light fall in there and stick your hands in there. You get electrocuted.
Oh no, surely not. I got her pinned up. We might not catch nothing. I fed them when I got home, but look out, son. Gotta
What'd you
find the
feed them?
worms. Flake food. And
Flake food?
then there was a whale cricket outside. So I called it, threw it in there, and it didn't last. I mean, see, it hit the
They
water.
tore it up, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Now I gotta find a hook. Look out.
All
So
right.
Now I'm getting in my fishing bag.
If I disappear, I'll be back. But I'm gonna try and get this thing on here somehow.
All right.
Tim would love it. I go on the skunk board out of my tank.
Boy, I write you in multicolored
I
letters.
should have just showed up, been like, "Hey, oh, what's going on?"
Well, you know what? Hey, looky here. This is what I told him, Possum. If you're out bait fishing and you declare you're bait fishing, that don't count. So don't ever declare you're bait fishing.
Well, I'm gonna read
Right.
this.
Well, we're
2020.
gonna have a. Oh, go ahead, Rick.
Not your average fishing rod challenge. 5:31 to 25, 7:45 p.m. to 2 a.m. Schuylkill River Rats. It looks like it's going to be any pin possible. I think that's Butterflies and Sunshine going to be in there too. And Jeff Beal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just built. That's his tournament, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
The DUI
DIY right over.
or DIY, or you know, a man
This is the fishing
Right
rod
challenge.
challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah, the DIY. Make your own.
Second year in a row. Yep.
The DUI rod. Yeah.
Yeah, look out now. You know all them abbreviations.
Why won't that cotton picker let me save that?
Do you like that, Tim? Couldn't help myself. Figured it would have been
As unnamed a web file.
Now, howdy, everybody in chat.
If I edit it with my photos, can I rename it?
Get me in line.
We're going to find out here. And then I'll be back on the show here in a minute. Hang on, fellas. God, if I don't kick that off.
Well, you better at it than I am.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You ain't caught nothing out of that tank yet, Possum?
Well, I'm putting on a floating fly, and I'm going to put a worm on it.
Unable to save WebP photos in their original format, so you'll need to save as a copy to keep your edits.
Ow, got me in the finger.
Okay.
With a hook sharp.
Save options, save as copy. Create a new image with applied edits. Okay, it's creating it.
It might be changing it over from one format.
Got it. Save as JPEG.
Yep, it changed it over from that one to a JPEG is what it did.
Where'd it go? I don't see it. Save as a JPEG. Let's save it. It's unnamed. I'm saving it. Hopefully I saved it where I can find it. Got it. Got it. Save as. I think I got it figured out. Saving it as a JPEG file.
You have to reformat it from that WebI to a JPEG, and then you'll be able to show it.
All right, let me get out of this and get out of that. See if I can't bring it up here. Image file.
Oh, there's a
Picture.
bite. We got one intrigued. That's all it did was steal my wiring, wasn't it?
See if
We got a
this
little bit
works.
on there.
See if this, there it is. Got it.
There you go, baby. There you go, Jeff.
I got her figured out, Jeff Bill. Okay, who we got in there? We got Butterflies. And I'm guessing Ed Evans. I guess that's a video. I guess you go to Jeff Bill's page, you can play the video. This is just the avatar.
Thumbnails that Susquehanna stand.
Yeah, this is just the avatar, the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I need to figure out
Well, tapping on the tank don't work either.
how I can play the video. I'll have to work on that too now. Now, how do I get rid of that? Where'd that go at? There it is. Let's remove it. I have to work on that and try and get that figured out. Move from studio. All right, we
Did you eat it?
get back on the fishing show here with Possum.
Man, I know they're being little buggers. He bit it twice. I done scared him when I went up here. That's terrible. I should have got it when there was no more light.
Why you got a blue light? Is that a tractor?
Because that's for the bugs. Yeah.
Yeah, automatic feeding. Automatic feeder. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need to get one of those automatic feeders.
Well, you know how black light works at night for mayflies and all them other things?
Yeah.
It works the same way, sitting right there, and they fall in the water and they feed themselves.
Hey, welcome anytime, Lewis Mowers. Anytime, brother. All right, let me catch up on chat here. Rick, the technology guru. I'm far from
end up in the corner. It's terrible.
I think that was a video, but I all I did was show the thumbnail. I guess I was supposed to show the whole video.
We might have to step away from it. Let them.
There's the short.
Here, let me show you. Look out! Get out of the way.
You can't catch him by hand. You gotta get a net, man.
Well, what I'm trying to catch you is different. Come here. Got him.
Look at them pepperonis that boy had on there.
Oh, well, by God. Ow! Don't you. Let go. That's how you do it right there, by God. You gotta show him who's boss. I'm telling you. See, you grab the whole dummy, you snatch it away, he'll quit. I mean,
you know, he'll eat them. He'll grab them bluegills.
Where you going? Yeah, they'll cut the tails off of them and kill them.
Yeah.
Quit it. I'm trying to.
Okay, Miss Linda. It was just a video or just a thumbnail.
Wait a minute, everybody. There you go. He says, "Hey,
ho."
Yeah, he's waving at us.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Sebastian, how's it going, buddy?
Right, ain't that something?
John says, "Put some camel on, Possum."
Well, I didn't know.
Brother, hell, you're just a man without a t-shirt on.
Had too much showing. Look out.
Hey, we had them
hot
boat today. I felt like taking my shirt off, but I didn't want to scare them too bad.
Well, once you get to a certain thing, it don't matter no more.
That's right. That's right.
I weigh 220 now, and when it hits irrigation season, I'll lose 20 pounds at least. I might lose 30,
Yep.
but
Yep.
it sucks.
I don't know. It looked like running that 3-wheeler looked pretty fun to me.
Now, in case
I
you
love
boys
it.
didn't see this one, let's check this video
Forgive
out.
my. Oh, it's some again. Here goes my tripod.
I was pumped on this one, Castaway Crew.
Yeah, I got you darn PB. You what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir, boy. Ain't that something turning the lights on how it changed colors like that?
Yep.
Yep.
That's how they camo.
Yep.
Okay, all you Castaway Crew members out there, for $20, I'll tell you where they were at.
Oh, listen to me.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Hey,
I
Ray
know,
just
right?
called. Hey, Tim, Ray just called. He said you're off the boat.
Oh, they know I ain't never gonna tell where they're at. Never.
Don
Not
says I
even for home.
scares me.
I wouldn't even tell my brother where they were at.
That's right. In
Not
the
even
water.
for home.
Where'd you catch them? Right here in the Gulf. This one's for possum right here.
Uh oh, look out.
You're on this one, possum. And so's John O.
Well,
Look
I
how
hope to
big
be
them
in
are.
the
I'd be cleaning
20
them
or
dudes.
30 club here shortly, but
I hope so.
I was just looking right
I'm,
at you.
I'm making a bragging board for the 30, 40, and 50 club. There's Tim's new PB.
that's what I'm talking
There's
about.
John's new PB.
John's new BB.
Now that's a hog daddy there for a channel cat.
Yes,
That is
it
the
is.
hog. That
Both
is the hog channel cat right there, no doubt. There's Fresno PB.
That's bait.
Here's your trifecta, possum.
There's
Man, I
Possum's
know, right?
PB. Oh, there's Possum's other PB.
There's the old flatty. Look at that
Thank you.
mouth. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Thank you
boy.
for playing, Mr. Flatty.
That was fun, too. That dude there took some line now.
Yeah, I heard they do.
Yes,
Austin from Fishing and Fever got spooled by one on a catfish
Ray
reel.
Ray got spooled by one 300 yards down there in Wheeler Lake, Alabama. Well, he don't know what it was, but he got spooled.
It's probably a striper.
It was probably a striper, yeah. Wheeler got big fish.
More than likely.
Inflatable flathead.
That is a pretty fish. Man, that dude's got a
It
head
is.
on him. I'm talking to
telling
fish, not it.
you.
Beautiful Miss Butterflies and Sunshine.
Yeah, Miss Linda.
Boy, she makes that boat look good.
Look at that fish.
That's fun. I like these pictures. That's
Probably
fun.
taking everything she got to hold that fish up with them two hands.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Absolutely.
Bull better.
Well, as soon as I can catch them coming in the spawn, that's the whole key to our big fishing, except for fishing holes.
Yep. I'm gonna get my bragging board set up for a certain weight, and then I'm gonna show all these flathead picks. River rats, mine, and yours, everybody.
Right? Oh, there's the old three-wheeler, though.
Man, that dude took that mud the other day. I couldn't believe it.
Well, it's because it's got 14-inch rims on it. I got 27-inch tires on the 85. Stock. Everything's stock.
I thought for sure you were gonna get stuck.
Yeah, well, no. We got reverse. And heck, if it does get stuck, you can turn it over. Here, hang on. Let me grab you up a bullhead here. Here, let me move it so you don't get no. All right, which one y'all got whiskers? They got a lot of bluegill in there.
Yeah,
Probably
just,
gonna be
hey,
over
just
everywhere.
down there.
Queen said you should have been the one to wash his clothes after all that mud. Well, he didn't get his clothes muddy, did he?
I'm sure he did.
Oh, it's another crawdad.
John said you need to wash your vehicle, Amanda. And you know what she says to you, John?
Well, there's a
Can't
shell from
repeat.
a crawdad. You know what happened there?
Yeah.
There's a
That
bullhead
got
in
him.
here. Oh, oop, I dropped him. That was a bluegill. Probably going to net it. They like
Whoops.
That
hemming up in the corner.
bullhead.
Them are all. No, there's one bullhead in there. Settle down, settle down.
Watch, he gonna fin you.
He might. Let's let the
Yeah, yeah,
bluegill
bite you.
go. Oop. But we got a bullhead.
Oh man, that's perfect, little dude.
I'm telling you, I
Probably
like the
gonna
short
kill
little
this
ones.
Yeah, boy.
When them flathead go to spawning, I tell you what, that little dude there's better bait than anything.
I've never caught a flathead on a bullhead yet, but I've had them smasher.
Jimmy got his PB blue on one time. Couldn't believe it.
I used one time. I was using a shad, and I had one bury my line and peel the drag. And when I set the hook and reeled, it come off. The fish come off, and when I brought it in, it was a little bullhead about that size on there, just smashed to pieces. So that fish must have ate the bullhead and then ate my shad, and I must have hooked the bullhead when I pulled the hook out of his mouth.
Yeah, like catching bass when you bluegill fishing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Possum, leave Henry alone. Put him back, she said.
I did. I try not to
Got
mess
a
with them.
friggin' fish named Henry.
They are very skittish when your water's clear. I mean,
I've caught two in one night, one bullhead 19 and a 13-pounder.
God, what a bluegill though. That must
Put
be a
Henry
green
on the hook.
sunfish.
John says put Henry on the hook.
Here, I grabbed him up. Look out, let's lift this one.
Oh, yeah. That's a pretty little fish.
Yeah, that's good old flathead bait. I don't like using real big baits, but
Is that a rock bass?
no,
Green
that was a
sun-
green sunfish.
Yeah, okay.
We can't use rock bass.
Why not?
That's a
That's
it's a
what a
game
green
fish.
sunfish is a rock bass.
No, it ain't.
No,
There's a rock bass and what we call goggle eye.
Yeah, and what I
It's the same
call,
fish, but
what's the other name?
a warmouth. Warmouth's the
Warmouth.
same thing. That's the same thing as a goggle or a rock bass.
Yeah, rock bass got a bigger mouth, don't it?
Yeah, and they're a lot more aggressive.
They
But
look
More
they're
aggressive.
game fish here. We can't use nothing that's a game fish. No crappie, no warmouth, no goggle eye.
hobby dang.
Basically, only thing you can use here is cup. You can use bluegill. There's a size, limit. If you're fishing the river, there is no bait size limit. You can use whatever size bait you want. But if you're fishing in a ditch or something around here, you better not have a bluegill over 5 inches. They got a 5-inch limit on bait size, but
Really?
mm-hmm.
You don't have that here.
You mean you can't even fish for bluegill to eat them,
Yeah.
but they have to be 5 inches long?
No, that's our bait limit on size if you use it for bait for catfish.
Oh, okay.
And it has to be a green sunfish or a bluegill or a pumpkin seed. Any kind of bluegill species other than the warmouth, goggle eye, rock bass.
Gotcha.
That is a game species.
Well,
We
I'm gonna
can't
get
use
me another cup of
bass. We
coffee.
can't
I'm gonna
use
get my last
crappie.
cup of coffee and be right back.
Crappie is a bait fish, is a game fish too, and we can't even use the heads after we clean the crappie. It's terrible. So I put them in the garden. Put them beside your tomato plants. It usually works out pretty good.
Yeah, fish make good fertilizer.
Yep,
Fish
now
make
it kind of
really
hurts
good
my feelings
fertilizer.
when people use bass and live crappie for bait, but every state's
That does
different.
have my feelings.
We can't even use white bass. Oh boy, my dog wants me. He's pissy. Excuse my language. That's what Amanda just told me. Why ain't you in here, Dad? I like my old Fred. He watches everything I do and learned very much. But that's how they learn, just like anything else, I guess.
Yeah.
Monkey see, monkey do. Well, how you been, Abin? You been fishing lately?
I've been bait fishing. Haven't been doing any good with catfishing. I've been
Well,
catching
no.
a ton of bad bluegills, as you've seen in the fish tank I had that was on there.
Yeah, them were good ones. Them were all the same size. And
Yeah, there's only
that's
maybe
like
three in
mine.
there that's
All of them's
smaller
big
than
except for
Them were dandies.
two.
about 4 in there that ain't got 8 from the other bluegill.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
going
four more with them that haven't got killed.
in the mail for him.
But I've been feeding them redworms almost every other day. I've been feeding them 2 whole containers of redworms every other day. And they get into a feeding frenzy on worms.
Oh, yeah, I watched you when you put the minnows in there. It don't
No
take
hope,
long, trust
no
me.
hope minnows.
No hope,
No,
yeah, yeah.
I haven't done that one yet this year. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to get some minnows again this year and put them in there with those bluegills and see how long they last.
Well, roughly, I got 20 bluegill in there and roughly 3 or 4 bullheads and probably, well, there was like 10 crawdads. There's one that stays in one spot, the one that is just gets the
Uh-oh.
crap out of me. But
You fishing, Terry?
now he's at his camp
Yep.
spot. He's out camping. What's
Oh,
going
okay.
on,
And
Terry?
fishing.
Oh, well, I wish I would, but
Yep, got us.
Let me see. I got a light here. Let me see. Where is it?
Hey Terry, what's going on, brother?
Howdy,
Hey,
like I
Terry.
howdy.
said, I can't
Let
wait
me
to
fish
do
at the
that,
right.
boy. Just a night on the river. Whoop, whoop.
There we go.
Darn, the weather's going to have to straighten up, though. We got some wicked weather
Oh,
coming from tomorrow
it was so
to
windy
Wednesday.
today when I came in from the lake to the ramp. I heard a big noise and a tree fell across the road. Then there was one tumbled near my truck as well. Is where I'm at. It's just all.
I
I'm
wouldn't
waiting
be
for the weather to clear before I get camping.
But I'm getting ready to grub, so I'm going to go down. I got a
Oh,
piece of
yeah.
boil.
Man, you cooking like Possum does. Wait till midnight.
Oh, hell.
It's only
Yeah, but at
8:30. I
least
was
we
out.
cook good like that. Look, Terry cooking it up, boy. By God, got the half onion on there, and
Heck yeah.
Pot of
bacon. Look
beans.
at it.
Man,
Shoot.
you are making me hungry, and I had a steak a while ago, too.
Oh, I got smoked salmon and smoked tuna in the cooler.
Heck,
So,
Well, that's.
all right. Well, I'm gonna hit the sack after I eat and get up early and fish, and then I got a long drive home. I'll go
all right.
live while I'm driving home.
Well, thanks for
The
stopping
wind.
in, brother.
Oh, You're welcome, buddy. Thanks for having me. I was getting lonely out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anytime,
Lake
man.
Lincoln. Is that it?
Uh,
I popped
I'll
in
do.
today while he's live. I didn't say nothing.
Where you at?
Uh,
I don't know where he's
uh,
at, what state or nothing.
I'm in Texas at a place called Lake Livingston.
In
Livingston,
Look up.
that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
There was one guy came in today with a bunch of them little white bass. I think he had about 20 of them. Was fixing to clean them up.
Hey, they're
Uh,
good eating too.
yeah,
They're good eating.
I'm not out here fishing for food though. I'm out here to bass fish and release them.
Gotcha.
So
And
I
relax.
got
I
a
bet you got a heck of a
yeah
setup
that
going.
yeah that's the main thing. Relax.
So you're
Yes,
headed home
sir.
tomorrow, you say?
Pardon me.
You going home tomorrow? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I got here yesterday morning. I got work to do. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have sneaked out, but I wanted to. I needed to.
Man, I ain't went camping for a while, really. I used to do that all the
I'm
time. My
waiting for the weather to get
camp.
to do activity.
A couple months ago, I did a quick overnighter in my kayak down the bayou by my house. I loaded up and brought the little barbecue, some firewood, my little backpack tent, and loaded on the kayak, got dropped off, and took off and went down the bayou, found a spot, set up camp. And the water was so low, though, I had to trudge through mud to get out. So I had to, where I camped, I had to call my buddy to come pick me up there because I couldn't even get back into the bayou. It was so muddy.
Wow.
Dang.
And then today,
Well,
the
yeah.
last 2 days,
I heard
I've
you
been
said there was
here.
gators there.
Oh yeah, there's gators here too. There's a couple. Both spots that I'm fishing are closed to swimming because of the gator.
I don't think I'd be camping all night in a
I
bayou.
only,
A gator
I
there ain't
only
no.
over here today. I only saw one small one, about a foot long. Couldn't believe it. Littlest one I ever seen.
Zed says I see old people.
We ain't
He's
that
got a
old.
he's got his phone not facing away like mine. His phone's like this.
Yeah, he's looking at himself, ain't he?
Yeah,
His
he's looking in the
phone's like
mirror.
his phone's like
Quit
that.
looking in the mirror. Quit looking in the mirror,
Uh,
Zed.
so I got a fishing shirt on at least.
That's terrible. These bluegill are eating bugs off top of the water. Won't eat my worm in
Well,
Uh,
thanks for stopping in, Terry.
oh, you guys are welcome, man. Thank you all. See y'all later.
All right, buddy.
Time
See
to
ya.
Have a
time
blessed
to
one,
make.
Terry.
Thank you,
Hey,
man.
Eddie.
Time to make some
I
burritos.
like your music you listen to, man. I like your channel for that too. You know, I mean, just listen. That's what I used to do is just go to the river, turn the radio up, get something cold to drink, just wait on by.
Ice cold
All
Pepsi
righty.
now.
Well, thank you guys. I'll see y'all
Yeah.
later. I'll go live tomorrow when I'm driving through rural Texas. It's a pretty
All right,
nice
I
drive.
got to try and get you tomorrow, hopefully.
All righty. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
All right, buddy. See you.
Have a good. Oh, that's bull butter. These bluegill are tearing stuff up, son. The bugs are coming into the light, and I got a worm sitting right there.
Well, you
They
took
ain't
us
even
off
touching.
there. We can't see your fishing no more.
Oh my god. My bad. Look, there's another
Hey,
one.
look what I bought. Look what I got today, Possum.
Don't fall over in there.
Got the
What you
lights,
got?
got the solar.
Well, yeah, that looks a little different than mine, but yeah,
Yeah, it's not the same. I couldn't find the one like you had.
it's Swiss Tech.
I looked at Swiss Tex and Walmart. The Walmarts I looked at didn't have that one.
Really?
Yep. Now Ray had a what he called a Halo. It was some kind of a charger. It was awesome, man. I ran my phone and my iPad off of it today, and barely even used any of his power. But that's probably $300-400. But yeah, this one was only like $17, $20, something like that. Might have been
Well,
more.
ain't
This
bad.
might have been a higher one, I guess.
Well, yeah, mine was around 30 or 40 or something like that.
Yeah.
I got a couple of them.
My tripod's broke. Well, it won't work with me.
Got the
I
flag
got a
slide.
couple of them too.
There we go.
Got the
Well,
SOS.
see, mine ain't got no strobe, but it's got a spotlight and a flood, and it runs longer than any light that you can run off of it, and it's almost just as bright. But
I guess it shuts off on its own, huh? I guess they said
yeah,
it
they
will shut
supposed
off.
to.
Yeah. Now my other one, I bought that little one. You got to shut it off. You got to click it twice to shut it off. We'll see how this works. This is
Howdy, Eddie.
3800.
That 3800 will be a lot better than that 20.
Yeah, that 20 will work my iPhone, I think, no problem. But this here, I'll work my.
That 20 will work for your iPhone. Yeah.
Dang,
Yep.
they still got crop dusters out working. Look at this stuff. Oh, I don't even want to move my phone. I'm trying to get y'all anything black in there is a fish or a crawdad.
I see a lot.
Well, they was just tearing the edge of the corner up there to the bottom left. There's some bugs crawling, but there's a
Is
crop
that what's
duster
crawling
still
on them
out.
little black bugs in the water?
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? There's 2 bugs a bluegill won't eat. That's a water
I bet I
bug.
know. Huh?
That's a water bug. And them little black bugs that swim around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll eat them up and spit them right back out. And if you throw
Really?
if you eat a stink bug, they will try to eat them, but they'll spit them right back out.
You know, I throw them stink bugs in my aquarium every now and then. They won't touch them.
I'm telling you, it's like a
them
toad
little,
crawl. They got a mechanism in them. Something's nasty tasting or bitter. Or...
them ladybugs that look like ladybugs. I throw them in there and they'll eat all the guts out of them and leave the shell.
Mm-hmm.
I said the hard shell bug land on me then, these little buggers. Look at here. Here's what them fish eating. You can't see it, can you?
Yeah, we see. Throw him in there.
You ready?
Swim or die, baby. Swim or die.
I think it just flew off. It's them little hard shell bugs that make a real hard clicking sound.
Hey, Jody's in here. I didn't even see you come in, Jody. Did anyone
there's
tell
a
you?
bullhead, though. You see that big old bullhead right there?
What about Steve Douglas? I haven't heard nothing.
But everything floating is a hard shell bug. And yeah, they've been tearing them up. I got to step away from it.
Okay.
Tell you what, but hey, crickets in there and watch the bluegills go crazy.
They're smart. I mean, I've seen them catch flies out of my bait tank on the side of the tank. You know what I'm saying?
Justin, I'm in Central Illinois, Springfield, Illinois.
Yeah.
Sound like one just moved real hard.
I want Jody to come up about Steve Douglas.
Put a handful of crickets in that tank. Watch those bluegills go nuts. Those bluegills will go nuts over them crickets.
All right, John. Thanks, brother. See you later, buddy.
In there. They got crawdads still to eat. Because I feed all my bluegill with flake food from, Walmart or something. Any food store. Yeah. You got to have the multicolored, because the bluegill like the red flakes. If you just get that gold colored, flake food, you're going to have to starve them plumb to death before they eat it, because they don't like that.
I've been getting pond food for the bluegills.
Color coded they are, you know what I mean? Kind of like a red hook. That helps out sometimes.
Now,
if your fish can see that stuff.
Has anybody heard about Steve Douglas?
No.
Yeah. And Dieter.
What about Steve Douglas?
You gotta love the originals. I mean, what about old Richard Jean the Fish Machine?
What about Steve Douglas?
I don't know. I'm waiting for her to say something.
I didn't know planes could see at night, or crop dusters could.
Well, they surely ain't crop dusting, are they?
Man, look here. I'll take you away real quick. Oop, I done messed it up.
Oh, man, Jody, that's too bad. He found out he had bone cancer. He
look at there. You're going to get you one like that, Rick. That's so you don't get stuck.
Yeah, boy.
I got a zero turn.
We're going to go out here.
Sorry to hear that, Jody. That's too bad.
Well, I'll be praying
see that
for him.
light?
Steve's a nice guy. I met him at CatCon.
See that light moving?
Yeah.
That's a crop duster.
What the heck's he doing at night? He surely ain't crop dusting.
He is fertilizing. Yeah. I want to know how a plane sees at night and does that and they can't land one on a landing strip. Like, really?
Yeah,
Look,
no
he just
kidding.
dipped down,
That's you
going
watch him
across the
long enough, he'll
field.
probably crash.
Hang on. Here he goes. He's climbing. I missed it. He got his light turned. You only see the light if it's in the front. There he is.
That's a dangerous
That
pilot
is,
right there, boy.
That
that's
pilot is
crazy.
dangerous.
Oh, he run out. He gonna have to go back for more or quit for tonight.
Man, going to cut part of his arm off.
Oh no, he's circling here. Hang on. Ain't
Here he
done
comes
yet.
back.
Yeah, ain't like he done. He ain't run out yet.
Is that the guy you work for, Possum, doing that?
No, we don't own a plane.
Well, I thought you might have hired somebody to do your crops. Them your
We
field,
do sometimes, but that ain't our field. Here he goes again. Whoop.
He's so close he can land.
That's a dangerous job at night right there. He can't
That's
be seeing that.
crazy. He got lights on his wings. I ain't
He
never
got to
seen
be
something
using
like that.
sonar.
Yeah, it's got to be GPS. It's something. It's got to
Yeah,
be something on screen he can see where he's been.
night vision goggles on. Probably wearing night vision.
They
Like,
stay, but they steer with a stick though. It ain't like a regular plane, you know. They steer with a stick.
No, don't
That's
drop
three.
this.
That's over $3,000 every. You know, you make some money on.
I
Anyway,
guarantee it.
$3,000
oh, I
Money.
put you over in the tripod. There's my spare for my truck. Look out.
That's a
I
good place
scared them
for it.
off again. I know it because I had to cut it off of it. It wasn't going to come down with the thing under it. Come on, you tripod. I want to get me another one. Boy, I spend so much money on tripods.
I know it.
Sliding down, sliding down. Look at all these bugs right here, though. You see that bug crawling across? Well, it went under my name then. Let me move my pole.
Fred, don't try and get in there and catch a fish.
No. That ain't something that will worm off, though. While I was in there limb lining, I heard a tat. Something just ate something. I love hearing fish eat. You can tell when they're eating. I hear that in the lake, or you can tell when shad come up and flip. They got a certain sound.
Don wants to know if that's like pay lake fishing.
No, sir, Uncle Don. That is not pay lake. I won't pay lake fish either.
I would if it's a decent pay lake, not for no trophy monster.
I ain't fishing to catch a fish. I can catch fish anywhere I want to.
I used to do that. Them pay lakes are nice, boy. You pull your truck up there and sit in a lawn chair.
Yeah, like all the rest of 150 of them got the same bobber on, same bait, just waiting on that fish to swim by your bait.
Mhm.
No, that ain't no fun. I'd rather skunk. Look, now he's gone. Where you going now? You ain't got a landing pad over that way. He might be
Probably
finishing up
another
somebody
quarter.
else's field. He got a little left.
He's probably got another filmable there.
You gotta watch it around here. If they know you, they'll dive bomb you and smoke you out with,
Yeah,
scare the hell out of you. Yeah.
that's when you get your
Apparently,
big.
they make you look good.
Oh, he just got him a bug, didn't he?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
ain't watching. I gotta stand away or I
you got
scare
it,
them.
buddy.
I ain't
Yeah,
lying. I'm telling you. Hey,
they're
check
eating
the
them bugs.
light out, y'all. That light's for a reason.
They need to know, buddy.
Self-feeding.
What's going on, squirrel magnet fishing
Yeah.
outdoor?
Howdy, John.
Squirrel!
I ain't even got my water level up where I run my pump now. I got a pool pump on it, but That's coming. You know, the fishing ain't got hot yet.
Ours is going on spawn. I think it's getting harder to
Well,
find.
yeah, either I'm gonna
Sure,
catch a
it
couple
sure seems
biggins,
that way.
or I ain't gonna catch nothing. They could be
It
the same way.
sure seems that way. We sure weren't seeing nothing out in the middle of the lake where we were.
No, boy, them bluegill tear them bugs up.
Yeah, they are.
I ain't lying. I'll tell you. Well, there y'all go, right there. Just it don't take much. Just
Squirrels driving home from work, I guess.
stagnant
Just he
water with
only
a
wants
bubbler.
to go fishing.
Dang,
Yep.
I heard that and hit the side of it. It said "Dook."
You can imagine that change.
Somebody shot a bow at that in there.
It's a wonder they don't jump out of that tank.
No, that's why you got to regulate your water, or they will. They'll jump out for bugs sometimes. Here, maybe. We, yeah, you gotta love it. You got a self ecosystem at home.
That is cool. I would like
Same
that.
circle of life, you know what I mean? You
You
gotta
got
keep
a
it.
you got a pump in there? You pumping water or air?
Yeah, I got an aerator in there. It's
Yeah.
a double hose. And there is such thing as oxygenating your water.
Yeah,
Really?
But yeah, you sure can.
you can do that.
But yeah, that's
Just
that
buy you
lasts
one of
about
those.
a month or so. That water.
Hey Tito,
Howdy,
fishing with
Hey,
Tito.
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 Hey, Tito. What's up, brother?
Need to get you a bait tank, Tito. I got a couple of coolers over here, but you got to keep your minnow separate from your bluegill because
Yeah,
That don't work
it
out
don't
too
work
good.
out. Yeah, and it's
I
hard
got
to
I
catch
got
them
videos
minnows
on
in
that.
there too. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Or
I got
wants to know what
videos
kind
on
of
that.
fish you got.
Possum
Do
seen that
what?
video. I said I got videos on putting minnows in the same tank with bluegills.
Yeah, it don't work. And I do
It
that.
does.
And I do it with small bluegill, like inchers. 2 inchers. If you got a green sunfish in there that you can lip, it'll eat that 2 inch bluegill. Well,
I went and
it'll
bought
get
two
hungry and
dozen of
eat
them
its
feeder
own kind.
minnows,
It don't care.
put in there with them little baby bluegill. The next day they were all gone. They
Yeah,
cleaned
trust me.
up
Well,
right.
yeah.
I can put 5 dozen small minnows in that tank with a 50 bluegills, and they'd be gone in 3 days,
I
if
bet
not
they were
sooner.
When,
gone tonight with
when
that
I
many.
only catch a couple crappie and put them in my bait tank, if I got any small bluegill in there, they come up missing. They usually eat them. And I know that because I clean my fish. You know what I mean?
You mean the crappie eat the bluegill?
You can
Yeah,
catch. I caught crappie on a bluegill on a Saturday on a castaway, on a castaway Saturday
Really?
this winter. Yeah, you said you couldn't believe it. You don't remember it, see?
I'll be dang.
crappie
Yeah,
will eat
you
bluegills.
ain't gotta have men as long as it's little. They don't care what size they are. They'll eat them. And most of your big crappie's gonna eat 2 or 3 inch fish anyway.
Yeah,
Unless
if
they
it's
got
big
something
enough to
little
fit in
in
their
front
mouth,
of them, they
it's
don't
good.
care. They'll eat it. But if they can eat
Like I
something
said,
that's going to last a while, they will.
if it fits in their mouth, it's gone.
Yeah, that's
Some
just
of
like a
people,
bass. You know what I mean? You don't hardly see any crappie choking on shad they can't eat, but bass eat something that's half as long as it is. Even if it's a 4 inch bass, it's going to eat a 2 inch minnow.
someone told me,
And there's a lot of bass that die from eating too big of fish because they can't spit it back out because the fish are built one way, kind of like tires used to be, directional.
someone told me to put a 3 pound flathead in a tank with the bluegills. I'm like, no, the bluegills will be gone within a week.
Tito wants to know how many you got in there, Possum.
How many bluegill? About 20. And I heard another bluegill go. Boy, I
Oh,
love
they're
that
tearing them
sound. Just
bugs up.
suction, son. Just I
Yeah,
love that sound.
they're feeding real good, Possum. We're watching them feed good.
I'm sorry about the light, but I can shut the garage probably, and you can get more light.
Yeah.
I got the
Hey,
door open.
We can see them.
Someone
I
asked me
love
to put
that
a
sound
flathead.
though. If you ever hear anywhere you're at, there's a bluegill eating something off the top of the water.
We caught a bunch of channel cats like that
There was
years ago.
another one.
Someone asked me to put a flathead in the tank with a bluegill.
There's another one. I seen my water move that time on the side of the tank.
Uh-huh. They're smacking the side of that tank like a bullet.
Oh, there comes one up to the side. I see it. I love that stuff. That's great. I got my own Bass Pro at the house. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I ain't got that.
And I gotta feed my bullheads too. You know, I pulled a crawdad head shell out a while ago, and I'm like, I knew what happened to that. And
yeah,
bullheads want to
bullhead
eat
ate it.
too. Yeah, he'll eat the little bluegill in there that the bluegill won't eat, and you know, yeah, I feed them fish food too. But oh, there's another one. I heard bloop. Sound like a big old heavy raindrop, boy.
I think what I do this Friday is go get a couple dozen small minnows, bring them home, and dump in the minnow live well with a bluegill.
You can go to your pet fish store and buy them feeder minnows for like, I don't remember
What's
how
my
much they were,
battery?
99 cents. No, it was
50.
$1 a
All right,
dozen.
we're
or
gonna
something
shut the
like
garage and see if you can get better
$1
light. And
a
I'm gonna go in the
dozen.
house here and put my worms up.
that. Tito said, Possum, where'd you buy that pump from?
My pool pump, I got it off Amazon.
I got
Look at
my
that friend.
aquarium pump doing all of this, a 5-gallon
I got
pump
a
out of Proximo.
I've got a used one out there somewhere in my boat, Possum. I took out of my boat. It's not automatic, but it can be hooked up 12 volt and run.
right. Well, if you got a battery charger on all the time, then
Yeah, that's all you need.
I have my aquarium set at 72 degrees year round.
well, yeah, I put a water heater in mine in the wintertime if it gets, down around 0 and stuff.
Well, the only reason why I keep it at 72 degrees is because the AC unit will hit that water and start dropping that temperature.
Can you see the
With the
water
AC.
down in the water better now? I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm in the
Mm-hmm.
house. Okay, there
we,
should be more light, but
we can see it good.
I love the world. You know what I mean? Everything works in a certain way, and as long as you don't mess it up.
Yep.
And there's a lot of messing up going on, and that's kind of like my bluegill. You can't, they're set where I throw my flake food in there, and it's like a frenzy. Or at nighttime, they wait till now. You know what I mean? When the bugs come in, then there you go.
All right, Gregory, we'll be here for a little bit, buddy.
Howdy, Gregory.
I'll be in here till 10 o'clock anyway. Then Ed Evans is going to be on. He's going to be in his boathouse tonight.
As a
I'm
dandy
thinking about getting
channel cat you caught on the crappie rod.
a dozen crickets and throwing that aquarium with the bluegills and watch them tear up the water.
Gotta love him surprise catches.
Oh, yeah.
Makes the day. Something big, even if it's a carp or a gar
Or a 46-pound flathead when you least expect it.
Hey, like I told you
Or a
you'd least
50-pound
expect it.
blue cat.
You can't
Big
show
boy.
up every time, Rick, and be like, just waiting on a big one. You gotta take all the little ones too, because catching's
I
catching.
know.
We was all, like that.
Jeremy says, Carson, this is a family show. No drawing bathwater.
Oh, man. We ain't got no bubbles in it.
What's
Hey,
up, Jeremy?
Jeremy.
Howdy, Jeremy. Glad to see you out fishing, brother.
Yeah, boy.
I'm just waiting for the weather to calm down around here so I can go do some night fishing.
I'm just hoping my dogs sleep all night so I can get some sleep.
Me had no kid, no 4 o'clock in the morning, huh?
He said, good looking tank, Possum.
Do what now?
Jeremy said, that's a good looking tank.
Well, yeah. I try, man. And you ain't gotta have moving water all the time. Right now, it's below my pump. You know what I mean? Now, when I go to fishing harder this summer, then I'll put more water in it and I'll run the pump. See, my pump I bought off Amazon has a timer on it. It'll run 2 hours and shut off 2 hours. It's got like 2, 4, 6, and 10. You can set it and it'll run 10 hours and then shut off 10 hours. Or it runs 2 hours and then shuts off 2 hours.
Yeah, my filtration system.
You don't want current in your bait tank if you're trying to keep fish a long time because they exert more energy. They expect more food. I got her nether down for a cheaper, for a cheapo. That's a chemical tank I washed out from work and cut it and, put my own pull pump on it. But and y'all got to put salt in your water too. I don't care what people say, but put salt in your water. It helps. Right now, I ain't got nothing in there, but I got to get some.
I was putting salt in my aquarium, but I got tired of the salt doing that. Gets on the glass, on the lid. What do you call that? The dew gets up there and it's salty, and
you get the calcium buildup.
Yeah, calcium buildup. I quit that. You don't have to have salt, but it don't hurt.
Well, they're used to some kind of salt. I mean,
it'll help. Like you said, it helps with fin rot. That's why I put salt in it.
Well, if you're gonna keep shad alive, you gotta have a lot of salt in your water. A lot more salt than it'll kill the rest of your fish. Yeah.
Really?
I had shad in my tank the first 2 years I had a 300-gallon tank. I put shad in there, and they stayed alive for at least 2 years.
You gotta burp and puke your fish too if you catch shad. Once you catch shad, you put them in a bucket and you leave them in there 5 or 10 minutes, depending on if you got a bubbler. Yeah. If you ain't got a bubbler, you better not leave them in there that long. They ain't gonna live. And you pour that water out, pour new water in it, and
I always have a bubbler in my.
They're fragile, man. They're really fragile. Howdy, Jody.
Howdy, dude.
What's up? What's up?
There's a lot into keeping shads alive. I mean,
it's not easy.
A lot that nobody ever talks about, but salt's your biggest key. I mean,
salt is your biggest key for bluegill.
And you gotta burp them, or you gotta what you call it.
You don't burp them.
You gotta let them, get sick and all that stuff, and put their ammonia out. And
right.
Shad and crappie are the same. They put out ammonia when they're scared.
Yes, they do. That's why you don't, when you're crappie fishing, you don't ever
let
put
your fish go
back in the same spot. Don't ever
put
do
them
it.
put them in a bucket or put them in your if you got a floating basket or they don't make them much anymore, but if you got something to put them in, if not, you better walk 100 yards or so away from where you caught that fish, or it's gonna tail on you, and you ain't gonna catch another one.
When you put that crappie back in there, Rick, that ammonia smell will alert them other crappies, and they will vamoose.
It's like a white-tailed deer when they put their tail up. Yep. Mm-hmm.
They'll get lockjaw real quick.
Yeah, they'll scatter. They'll run. You know what I mean? Just because the other fish smells like that.
That's why I have a rifle on the bed of my truck that I put them in.
I never heard of such stuff.
Well,
Yes,
by
sir.
God, listen, I ain't
Hey,
lying.
Rick, if you catch a bunch, seriously, if you catch a bunch of crappie, you take them home to clean them. They smell like ammonia when you pull them out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kills all the other shad in
Can't
your,
even
you
put a word
know,
in.
in your bucket because they're putting off ammonia, and plus they're getting sick. But your crappie don't get sick, but they put off ammonia too.
Yeah, you just have to change the water
Yes, sir.
on
You
the
need to change the water, yeah, at least twice. You need to, yeah, absolutely.
See, my
And
big
shad prefer uh, a round tank. Whatever you're gonna keep them in, they want something round because they're always swimming. Shad never stops swimming.
Nope, they don't. That's why I always have a current in my 300-gallon tank for shad.
Well, that's something that will
So,
keep them alive longer. Something round. If you can ever put them in something round.
Look at that bad boy, Jody.
Yep,
I put the
that's a nice one.
Yeah, I got a nice one. Again,
How
Hey,
big
that's
is it?
Ray Ray's juke joint service right there now.
How much did that, Ray?
46.4.
Go
And
potty
Ray, let
that.
you hold that one?
Go.
Huh?
Ray, let you take a picture with it?
Yep.
Possum, the big tank you see that has the bluegill tank
I
is the
couldn't.
Yes,
same big
sir.
tank that I had 50 shad in for 2 years.
Well,
Well, you're
congratulations,
doing
Rick.
good if you can do that.
And
You
it's a
beat
square
me because
tank.
my PB is 43.
Your PB's a 43.
Yep, you beat me.
Awesome.
Well, Jody, you're going to start
Yeah,
fishing
yeah.
shallow.
I'll get back out there as soon as I get me another boat.
You'll get out there. You can go with
I'm
James.
kidding, Jody. I'm just messing.
I
Don't hit
know it.
no deer for me now.
Take it
Uh,
easy, Jeremy. Don't
Yes,
overdo it.
Jeremy. Night, Jeremy.
Not Jeremy.
I
not
just like
Jeremy.
showing off my fish.
Later, Jeremy.
Peace out, Jeremy.
Oh
Make some
boy, we're going
pictures,
back to the
Jeremy.
70s
Sweet
here. You got
dreams,
your bell
Jeremy.
bottoms on too, Jody? I mean,
Fresno, just got stick, Fred. My stick was bigger than your stick.
howdy, Frizz.
Oh, Ricky Pooh's got a bigger fish than you. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Ricky
Yeah,
Pooh's
woo
got a bigger
woo.
fish than you. Oh, the
Wait till
doo-dah
I do that
daddy.
off the bank, Rick. That's what I'm talking about.
I would have, but I wasn't on the bank. I
Well,
was in
all
the
I'm saying is y'all got an advantage.
Oh,
trying.
he's
We
saying is,
don't have no fish finder, no side scan, no get to
I
sit on
didn't have
top of
none of that
nothing.
on there. I wasn't using
Oh,
that.
I know, usually right along.
those bank fishermen don't have the electronics.
At Ray Ray's juke joint service here. I ain't lying.
Oh,
Ray's gonna be the next guide service on Springfield Lake. Look out.
you know,
Out doing a guide service.
And he said, I loved it. I loved it today. He's like, and you're lucky you get the video to fish we catch. There's,
Man,
I
I tell
used to
you
be
what,
like that.
Well,
I
those
you
don't
watching
like
this
doing that
thing
because
awesome. I didn't know you was watching.
man, I watch everybody. Just because I'm at work don't mean you ain't listening in my ears.
Fresno says,
I
Rick, I
speak
hope you don't
text
know how big
sometimes.
my stick is.
I watch everybody.
Hey, I got a big stick too, bud.
I got talked about last night on the show.
okay,
And
Rick.
couldn't even imagine. You know
Joe,
what I
it's
mean?
your big
I
stick.
appreciate how much y'all love me. I really do. Makes
My
me feel
stick's bigger than
appreciated.
your stick.
But I grew up not appreciated. What you mouthing?
Man, who's she cussing?
Oh, well, she turned the
Woo!
wrong burner
Listen to that.
on. And good thing she didn't touch it with her finger because it was red.
Woo! Listen to that
She'd
mouth.
I'm telling you.
Holy,
He's cussing
Watch your
somebody
mouth.
out back there.
Avid's on here. By
you better
God.
not be talking about them dogs that way.
No,
No,
they
she's
over
talking
here
about
eating
that
and
damn
drinking.
bunny can they burn her hand on.
Yeah, don't be cussing at possum like
No, I don't get a cussing. If so, I just go fishing. She tells me to do that anyway. I don't fish as much as I should. I get tired.
Fresno says, tell Amanda she needs to wash her mouth out with soap.
You need a bar of soap like little Ralphie. Mm-hmm. Shame, shame.
We're gonna
Everybody
call
knows I'm
Yeah,
not
but
on there.
And I keep it respectable for everybody, usually.
Fresno says,
hey, back in those days, that bar of soap was made out of a lie.
Did you get everything out of your house, Jody?
I just took a load off to my mom's garage and put some in it.
Uh-oh.
It'll
No,
be
just
completely
kidding.
empty tomorrow when I leave.
But
You'll be
you know
all
what?
out
That ain't
tomorrow.
what I heard. What I heard was not the lady talking. That was
that must have
someone
been
else talking.
Well, I hope
Amanda.
the best for you, Jody. I ain't lying.
I come into some
Amanda,
bad luck
what I
today.
heard,
Though.
Uh-oh. You come
I
into some...
couldn't get no answer from the people handling the loan, you know, or they call it title company.
Right, the title company.
So no email response, and I can't get nobody to answer the phone. So I just kept on, and finally got someone to answer it. And I asked for that lady's name, and they said she quit, and nobody was
Well,
even
that's
handling
bull butter.
Well, what's
it.
going to happen then?
Well, when she took it over, she sent me an email and told me to get all this stuff for her, and I'm like, I thought that was your job, but I did it anyway. Like I'd get the payoff for my mortgage and all this other stuff she wanted, and so luckily I had done all that, so I got all my stuff ready, and so I told they supposed to send me an email to send it to, and they never did that. So then there was a number on the
Don't
old
let them
email.
hoodoo you.
I faxed it to them, and then they said that was a different location. So I called my realtor, and I said, they didn't even know that lady had quit. They hadn't even told her. And so they got on and started talking to them. And then they said they'd call me today, and they did it. And then about 5:20, I got a call from them. And that's the first time someone had looked at it. And I'm like, well, I got all my stuff done. The only thing I lack is the state's inspecting my septic tank tomorrow, and I'll give you the paper for it when they give it to me.
Well,
And
you'd
she
be
said,
nice about saying that. Whoa.
and it's supposed to close Monday. And I said, so there should be no reason why it still can't close Monday. And she said, well, just because you got your stuff done doesn't mean the other people do. And I said, what are you talking about? I said, they're going through a bank. The bank don't have that stuff to you. And she said, well, I'm not saying the bank ain't done it. I'm just saying I don't have any of it. And I said, well, you better be getting it. Because, I've already set time to come sign Monday to close it. And the other people's walking in Monday evening to sign to close it. And my realtor called me back and he said, don't be surprised if it don't close Monday. And I said, well, I won't be surprised. I'm going to be pissed. I said, because I've worked hard and
Yeah, you
got
got
look
hoodoo.
down my
That's
house
some
and everything.
bullshit. Oh, sorry.
So,
I heard that, Amanda.
I'm a little
Yeah, I need some
aggravated with
lava,
it.
by God. If we're going to make it some soap, that's going to be gritty.
I heard that,
But yeah,
Amanda.
that's bull stuff. I mean, there's too many
Yeah,
people out there doing the same thing to people.
I'm paying them to do this crap. And
Yeah,
they
and then they
register
still
on
hoodoo
time.
you.
If they're going to close on the 19th, they need to close on the 19th.
Exactly. It's just Wednesday. There's no reason why they can't close on Monday.
But they'll have some damn bull stuff excuse that that overrides because they got more authority and
They
it's
didn't do
bull
the appraisal
stuff.
till today. And I'm like, why'd you wait this late to do the appraisal? And he said they couldn't get nobody to travel that far to do it.
Well, hell, find someone local.
There ain't nobody local where I live.
Well, hell, there got to be somebody.
No.
If so, Bugman's a little more local than anybody then.
Yeah. They said
Hell, talk to Bugman.
they really didn't make no money coming where I lived because they could do more houses in one area
Well,
instead of traveling
yeah,
around.
they always want to make out better than they gotta make sure it's worth the trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So and I said, well, it's just
And that's
Wednesday. There's no reason
bullshit.
why he can't write his report up and
So
have it done Friday.
people be
So
like, more.
I'm gonna be,
And it's like giving somebody else your fish or your bait. You know what I mean?
you know,
Why
I'm
can't you
gonna be
give them
mad
that?
if it. I throw a fit today, but I'll throw a bigger fit Monday if it ain't ready.
Well, yeah, be that B word, Jody. I ain't lying.
You know, I'm trying to remind everybody,
Show them the
but
mean, Jody,
they should have.
because they won't do
They should
nothing
have
until
took
you
care of
do.
it.
That's what you're paying them for.
Exactly.
They'll
Everything,
expect
all that
anything
stuff
from
should
you.
be done right now.
That's
All that stuff should be in
that's,
the envelope waiting for Monday, right now.
that's $12,000 between all of them.
Yep.
Because everybody will manipulate you. I'm telling you, just because you're a girl and that's bull butter.
Nah, I have to work with men all the time.
Well,
So you
I'm
just
just
gotta know
saying.
how. Men don't like a woman to come in their area and tell them what to do, or they're
Oh, I'm
already in trouble.
intrigued.
If
I'll
I
be
have to come
asking
in
you what
your
else you
area, you're
know.
already in trouble.
If you're
So
paying, you be able to tell them wherever you want. Well, I
yeah,
would.
Yeah, and they'll
I'm
be
used to
respectful about it.
working with men.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Right.
I ain't lying.
But I'm always
Terrible.
nice, and I'm never hateful or mean to nobody unless I have to be. And
Sometimes
that
you
is
gotta be
just,
though.
yeah. I
When
mean, you can't let people just
you
walk over
can't
you,
just
but
wait on them. You know what I'm saying?
James
You
says
can't
I'm
hear
like
me?
the Incredible Hulk,
I'm
especially
quiet.
when I'm skipjacking. As he said, I change into an angry
She says
person.
I'm loud. Let's think, hey, you boiling over here? Well, I'm just letting you know for. Well, I
It's
like
a
to learn
nice
from your
boil, bro.
lessons.
I
That's how
stayed
you
up all
learn.
night last night and dug up my septic tank to have it pumped today. I've been doing
But
crap
then they
like
can't
that
hear you.
to get this house done.
What,
And
Fred?
then they're not going to close on time? Unacceptable.
I love you too.
I think there's somebody you can get a hold of over that, Jody, because I believe they're federally mandated to do some stuff like that because of
Yo,
properties,
fat
dealing
dog.
with properties.
Look, see, it's boiling over. You gonna burn the burner up like that, Jody. Look
Uh,
out, calling Amanda baby Jody now.
I mean, baby.
Yeah,
Hey, come in
hey,
here. You're getting a
Amanda,
bite. Hey, you're getting a bite.
nothing I've already heard of Amanda.
Hey, I'm just saying, y'all fish how y'all want to.
Amanda,
I'm just, well, use a spoon, not at me. Use it in the water.
Order.
awesome, I've heard Amanda go off 3 times already about that bunny.
Hey, Possum, tell man to go get a fishing pole real quick. Keep her off the skunk board.
Hey, go get a fishing pole so you don't get on the skunk board, Tim said.
Where's my jigs? I will do it.
Well, why did you use your jig somewhere else? But you are going to do that for
I told
them.
Gregory I would. I
I'm
know.
just letting you know.
Rick, you want to hear my song again?
Can't
He's
you
not
forget it?
here
It's
right
not
now. He'll
even
be right back.
Rick's
It's
got a
either
big
fish or
interest in
diesel.
you,
Boy, I
darling.
smell
Ding
like
da,
crude.
ding da.
You ever seen Mad Max, babe?
Amanda, you're having a fit with that bunny
Wait till
back
I
there,
get on my
aren't you?
three-wheeler with my guns. I'm kidding.
Amanda's just having a fit with a burner back there.
I'm glad to have something so old and runs so good. And it took me 10 years to put 14-inch rims and 27-inch tires on it because it came out with 10-inch rims and 22s
Gregory,
or
we're just looking
23s.
at his bait tank.
Yeah, it took a
I
long
think
time to
next week,
master that too. I mean, if you can keep fish all year, you're doing good. You've learned something.
I can keep
And
this all year. You just got to know when to, how to filter out the water and keep the fish in there at the same time.
now, before the garage, you know what I mean? I had water heaters in the wintertime. They didn't keep up with the water temp. The top still froze, but my
Good
fish
deal,
still
John.
survived.
John made it home.
Awesome.
One thing I've learned, Possum,
Did he get any bait though? Ask him that.
No, Squirrel, John Squirrel.
Oh, okay. Well, good deal, John. I
One
love the
thing I
shit out of
learned
squirrels.
about
Squirrels are a good person.
the
Gregory
is
wants
the
to
Up
know
on
if
changing
I
up.
top side.
caught anything yet, or is he just looking at his bait tank?
No, you just looking at fish, probably, Ray. I don't know. I got my pole out there. I ain't checked it yet. I need to see what
Well, next week I can do
percentage
that
the
too. I
phone's
need to put
on.
my phone up on the library and
Ow, that's my
record
toe.
it at the
Dang
same
it.
time.
I,
Well, if he caught me,
I
I might
want
have
one
to
of
put
those
my
round bait tanks, but they're
Oh, look
small.
there. Did you see that bluegill just eat that when I walked up? That's a begging
Uh-huh.
boy. Them other ones, them little ones keep stairs. You know, they're kind of
Oh,
smart.
they
You know what I mean?
they're eating like crazy in there. They're feeding
Fish
good.
talk. You know what I mean? You know, even though they're little, they still talk. Just
What
because
are
you
they
got a
saying?
big one beside you,
What are they saying?
they're
They
not
speak
going.
English?
Well, they're going to only eat them if they have to. That is
Put a
the
base in
last
there.
scenario because they have bugs to eat. But if they get where the bugs ain't there and I don't feed them, then they're going to eat their other kind.
Big,
That's how you lose a lot of fry that come from a lot of things. Other
big,
fish eat them.
little fish.
Put a bass in there and see
And
how long they last.
yeah, the bass would eat all my other fish. Yeah,
The bass
exactly.
won't stop till they're gone.
Yep.
I won't put a flathead in my tank because all the
Yeah.
bluegills will be gone within a week.
Queen said they ain't talking to each other. They're laughing at you.
Oh yeah, bull.
Yeah,
Well, they get
bullhead
the last
swimming in
laugh
the
when I throw them
body.
in the river, babe. How about that? And if they're
Hopefully,
lucky and they don't get eaten, if they're alive, I let them go always in the
Oh,
river, and they got to fend for themselves because they ain't never been to that stuff.
how come my picture ain't changed?
I don't know.
Not to be mean or
All we
cruel,
see
but
is blessing the big tank.
I love catching crappie off little bluegill because you ain't got to have minutes. You know what I mean? As long as they fit in their mouth, that's the whole goal.
I'm froze
Yeah,
That's the
up.
next
whole
week,
goal.
My camera's froze
Rick,
up. I need to fix that.
Uh-oh.
Rick, next week I can put my baby
My
tank
froze
up on
up.
stream.
No, I'm good.
Do what, Tim?
That was me.
What'd you say, Evan?
I said next week I can put my big tank up on stream.
Oh, there you go. That'll work. You gonna fish in it too?
No, no. I'm thinking
Why
about
not? Come on, man.
getting a 2 pound flathead and add to it. See
I
what
think that one's
happens.
dead. It ain't dead,
A
but
two,
it looked dead.
a 2 pound
Ah, look at him
flathead.
come alive. He just staying away from the fish moving. Because, you know,
He's staying away from the bullhead.
he flicked his tail. Oh, I'm
There we go.
hoping they'll make some babies, but I don't think they'll last that long. Them crawdads I got the other day from somebody on Saturday come from a ditch around here somewhere. And it
Yeah.
wasn't Danny Stone neither, but Bobby called me. Are you fishing with
It was
Danny?
the
Well,
crawdad pair.
yeah, it's damn,
Who's
it's
driving?
right in the middle of New Madrid. I mean, there was the bank was lined up. There was two
Jody,
flathead caught, and everybody on the bank caught a drum.
Jody's driving. I didn't know you was
Saturday.
driving, Jody. Where you going? You going to get something to eat?
No, I'm almost home.
Well, I hope you
Yeah, I got
get that realtor straightened out.
Well, don't be speeding.
Ain't no
I
law
know
comes up
she
here.
is. I know, but you probably doing 80.
she's
Or
on a billboard. She can go as fast as she wants.
at least 70. She knows her heels, you know what I mean?
Uncle
Yeah.
Don said it looks like you're learning from Rustic, but his tank is bigger, possum.
Do what now?
Looks like you're learning from Rustic, but his tank is bigger.
Well, hell, you can't even see through his water. Who said that?
No, you can't.
I bet he can't. He might. Yeah. What? Hey. Well,
Uncle
I got.
Don said that.
Oh, that's great. That's well. Look at this here. I don't know who's all in chat, but look at this. here's how I put that. My bait tank's a certain size. You know, you don't want it no bigger than that. You know, that's 120 gallon. You got to find the fish you're using for bait, right? Unless you're going to
Right.
catch them prior to when you're going to go. And hell, you could do the same thing if you go to the ditch.
You gotta be able to catch 'em. If
So
they're in there, you gotta be able to catch 'em.
before Rusty left us and all that stuff, I asked him. I ain't lying. I'm like, how you gonna catch your fish in your tank? You're going to like cast net them or something. You know what I mean? You're just
Yeah.
you ought to have a gator living in it, some koi fish. You know, you ought to have every species of fish if you're gonna have a pool.
Mhm.
You know, mine are strictly only crawdads, bluegill, and crappie, and bullheads. And
Mine
my
is just
missus, I keep in a secret. You know, they're in a little old cooler with an aerator, and that's all they need. You don't have to have current and all that stuff. And
what?
minnows
Possum,
get
did
really
you learn
stressed out.
I just had a
Possum, did you
mix
learn about putting minnows in the same bait tank as your bluegill?
No, I knew that before I ever had a bait tank. I just put them in there for them to feed when they want to, and if I can't feed them. But I ain't never been able not to. But they got to have a
This
secondary.
minnow
I always try
last
to
very long.
feel for my fish. You know what I mean?
Feeding minnows may not last very long.
And crappie
Especially
eat a
these
bluegill up.
bluegill.
I mean, the crappie pond I fish a lot, it's got bluegill in it. I think a lot of the fry don't live, you know, because of the crappie. Because the crappie ain't got no minnows to eat. But once the bluegill have fry, the hell, it's feast on. You know what I mean? And I believe that's why we have only, you know, pretty big bluegill in that pond, and we have all the same size of crappie. We need to take out some little ones. I'm coming. I'll let him out.
Yeah,
I'm
but
a coming, son.
these bluegill has got their pecking order in place with a big bluegill in charge and all the old bluegills for their place. But I'm surprised that little tiny bluegills in there are still alive.
Yeah, and bluegill are meat.
But then again, that just shows I've been feeding them good because they haven't killed the little bluegills.
And I only use like bullhead during flathead when they're you know when they're spawning. That's the only time I
Yeah.
use bullhead. That's the only time that, you know, everybody says, "Oh, you bullhead for flatheads," and well,
This
yeah,
is a
you
good
don't use
time
that
to
all the
use
time.
bullhead.
That's the only you know catfish that will eat another catfish other than a blue. But a blue hardly ever eats a bullhead. But that
Yeah,
don't mean
it
it will.
does.
It will if it's hungry. I catch more, you know, blues on live bait sometimes
I
than cut
catch a
bait.
lot of blues on
I catch more
live bluegill.
flatheads on cut bait. Flatheads are optimistic. They're opportunists. If they
Uh-huh.
come along a worm or a piece of cut bait, they will not turn it down. You know, they ain't gonna chase no bait. If they ain't got to chase it, they'll
Nope.
eat it.
John, the only
They're
reason
just
why you ain't on the stuff
real old.
is you ain't trying hard enough.
I tell you
John,
what, those just swim up on a bait roll slow and easy and just inhale them.
Well, look out, skunk board. When the water goes down a little bit, I'm gonna go to the hole, and I might be there Saturday. I might be fishing shallow for some pre-spawn fish, but hey, I'll be willing to get a skunk for it. Because when you get one, it's gonna be a dandy.
gonna be a good man.
Oh,
Yes, sir. That's why we fish. I love catching them. You know, that's my goal.
I'm gonna get my carp hole out. I'm gonna just try to get me a couple carp.
Well, that's what I go. I go to carp fishing when our fish go to spawning. You know, you got to go to a different species or something.
Jody made it home.
Yep.
We're not big fish only. But you never
Oh, the
know,
thing
old
that
catters.
makes me think you can take big carp.
I have two goals and here, you know, but one of them's gonna come sooner than the other one. I will get a record size long nose yard.
Probably when you least expect it.
No, yeah, I know where it is, but you don't understand how to. That's one fish in one little old bitty body of water that only eats when it wants to, and
What you
getting
burying
it to
there,
bite.
Jody?
That's my
I'll tell you
second
Big
what,
time
hard to.
I had to dig up. The Hopians never had to do that.
I
What'd you
used to
dig
do
I'll tell
up?
that.
you
I
what,
for the
I had
guy
to have a
sitting.
pump
Georgia,
today and inspect it tomorrow.
Has anybody found any morals? I want a moral mushroom bag. Somebody send me one.
You
Been a
can look
whole.
at it. You can't find one.
I miss my. Well, I miss my darn or
I
peak
got.
time. I think I ought to be dried up by now, probably.
Oh yeah, I got 4 of them this year, and it made me a nice mess. I cut them in half, fried them up. It
I
wasn't
heard
bad.
that's the best way to eat them. Fried. Here, look at
Yeah,
that bug, boy. Ah!
Horsefly.
I ain't lying. They love it.
that poor bug.
There's a horsefly. You know
Yeah.
what happened.
It'll take a plug out of you if it bites you. And if you're in the water, you better go under and hold your breath. that's like the only thing it will sit and wait on you.
I
Soon as
know
you
it.
come out of the water, it will be right there. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Same thing. A swimming pool. A body right in a pool.
Mm-hmm.
the only thing horseflies
Jody,
hate is
we've used
saltwater
cut
pools.
bamboo for snorkels. Come on, man.
Horseflies
We're
hate
real
saltwater.
country. Excuse me.
Got
Yeah.
her cleaned out, don't you, Jody?
Yeah. Look at this.
What is that? A lunch bucket?
An old antique lunch pail.
Yep. My daddy used to have one of them. He used to take to work all the time.
Yep. Got someone's initial on it. FSP. And a spittoon.
Yeah.
A spittoon. That go ding.
John, can you use that?
Ding.
You
Or,
specific.
or what they call now a mud jug in the new age, I guess. Got a little witch's cauldron in your truck. I don't know how many people in here know what a mud jug is, but
You pump it in out, there, that in on some
Jody, you
fire.
losing signal.
Yep. Your
I'm in the
signal's
house. I got service.
Well, hang on. Now we can hear you. Slow down when you're
That's
walking.
standing.
Let your phone catch up.
give her hell, possum.
Yeah,
Give her hell.
I ain't gonna give Jody hell.
that's
I
all I
couldn't
got
even give her
left.
hell, you know what I mean, when I won a flathead challenge. I didn't win it right when I won it. I was the only fish caught. I wanted to be different. But I appreciated that night.
What?
Cool.
At least
When
I
that happened?
fished it for,
What
you
dream
know,
was
a
that?
year and something and finally won.
What dream was that you
And
was
we
having?
still there.
And then he woke
What
up from his
dream? Dream of hell? Come on, Jody.
That never happened. Never happened.
That's why I wear your Fernando shirt for you and Bob.
Fernando.
Because
Fernando.
Brando can do it sometimes.
Brando. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like old Dominic. He'll say, "Don't underestimate possum," and that's the truth. You know, we can't say what we're going for, but you know, when he wants you to catch it, he'll let you. You get
Mm-hmm.
rewarded.
That's right.
You can't expect a big fish. You can't. You know, I don't care
Amen.
how hard you try,
Amen.
and you can have the best bait out there and all that, and you still don't, you still don't get a bite or still don't catch it. Got to be
Yeah.
there that time when they're there, when it happens.
Hey Tim,
Yeah.
Amen.
did you hear what happened to that guy that was fishing the Kaskaskia River?
You mean Austin?
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
he rolled his Jeep 3 times and he got up and walked out of it.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of
Who
these
did?
days,
He
all
rolled
these
his Jeep.
tournament people, go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
Who did, Abbott?
Austin, the one that
Oh,
fishes on Danny Sloan's outdoors, showed was fishing the Kaskaskia down at the boat ramp.
yeah.
The channel's Mad County Outdoors.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Matt County.
Dan, I was in there one day and Danny said he ain't fishing today because he rolled his Jeep.
I think it's the Mississippi River he's fishing.
Wow.
Is he
No,
north
he's
of
fishing
us?
the Kaskaskia.
Has
Hey,
to be.
Troy. Good
Troy,
Lord.
who?
How
Which
we
one?
doing some Jody get messed up in this
Hey,
spot?
Troy.
We got real and virtual. We got your boy Troy.
Yeah, Troy.
All right.
No,
Well,
this is
how?
real virtual
Troy,
outdoor.
I know,
Troy
Troy.
knows how to
I'm
eat.
glad you're feeling better, Troy. I watched Toggle Legs last night. I don't ever chat. Y'all learn me for a lot, but and I watch everybody. I watch every time you go live, sir. I love your lives, and you keep her going. And I'm glad you're feeling better, and it wasn't so bad when you went to
That's
the
right.
hospital.
Troy, Jody's got you wrapped around her finger. She's not innocent.
I am too.
Ain't neither.
Really?
Oh, God.
As
You over
innocent as you come.
loafering.
I tell you what, though, Kelly made Jody's wrestling character a beast.
Hey, you can't defeat Jody. Yeah, I ain't lying. Mm-mm. Shirley
Oh,
T,
yeah, I can
all of
beat
them
her.
that went against her. Nope, ain't happening.
When they came back
Even Melissa.
with a new character, Jody was like, "Holy Christ!"
I
Well,
can't
Rick,
wait to
it's
move
that
on.
time.
Just say that. And go back to some old stomping holes.
Rick, it's that time. I got to go.
Are you guys going down to the gathering this weekend, Jody?
All right, Abbott.
Yeah.
Have a
Right.
good night at work, Avid. I know you didn't want to hear that cuss
Don't work
word, but
hard, buddy. Take it easy.
Later, brother.
Well,
Better.
have a blessed one.
I won't get up until 1 o'clock tomorrow.
And we're going to try
Yeah.
to be in bigger church.
Have a good work day.
I'm going to
That's
do my
what Tim's
best.
saying right now. He's, I'm on vacation.
Good night, everybody.
What you saying, Jody? You're
Good
gonna
night, Avid.
go down there and take their money? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. We're going to try and get first and second place.
What tournament's that, Jody?
Big fish.
They got big fish tournament down to gathering.
Oh,
Well,
really?
here's what I was saying before David left. Y'all go ahead and get all on this tournament stuff. I mean, the technology's only going to get so far, and you still got to go back to your roots where you know your fish stay, no matter what that fish finder says.
I've won several tournaments without a sonar. Period. Not a sonar at all on the boat.
Got to know your fish, or like now ours are so messed up it ain't funny.
Well,
We've
if you
had
know your
flooded
water, you don't need it.
river.
It helps,
The
but you know,
water's been cold, now it's
I
warm.
fished my lake without sonar, and I could catch fish.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. I
You
guarantee
just
it.
got to know your spots
Come
and how
on
to get
now,
to
Rick.
them.
I'm
But
gonna say get them off the bank now. You got to go fish at the bridge or something.
We ain't got that good of bank spots here, Possum. That's what you don't
You
understand.
can catch 20-pound blues off at the bridge spot.
Well, yeah,
why we don't have to? We have a boat.
Chicken
right.
Jake did it. Jello done it. There's a lot of people fish down there.
I've
I
done
heard you
it
don't want to
too.
walk that
I've
far.
done it too, but
I
if
don't,
I go on a boat, I'm going in a boat. It's a lot
Well,
cheaper.
exactly.
yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
I mean, we spend all our money on this boat to enjoy it, and
Bank
the
fishing
electronics.
is easy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Bank fishing's easy. Anybody can do that.
Angler of the year, no offense to Ernest, okay? Because hell, we go through a lot of hell, a lot of toting. A lot of people just show up in their truck or on their whatever ride and just dump their stuff out. Well, by God, sometimes we walk. We're like Jerry Parker, we'll walk a mile for that shit, and it makes a
I used
difference.
to too when
You
I
catch
was
fish
younger.
that way. Well, hell, I'm getting old too. Hell, I
When
huff
you
and puff
hey,
all the
when you
time.
get
You
up
tell
my
me.
age, you won't be walking no mile. I used to walk a
I
mile
will.
uphill both
I sure.
ways.
I
I
walk
ain't.
a lot of miles. Did you hear that bluegill? Oh, I just heard it. Man, I walk. You just won't imagine the miles. I ain't even got to walk them yet. We ain't irrigating yet. We have 9 to 10,000 acres.
Yeah, but you
It's
ride a
about
tractor.
10,000
That's
acres.
cheating.
No, I got to walk and poke every hole in that field. And that's walking back to the truck too. We don't have people pick us up. You know what I mean? We walk twice the distance on whatever. It ain't gravy until all the poly pipes laid and the holes are poked. And then it's just people running pumps, you know what I mean? That's great. But the 2 weeks or 3 weeks that we got to be out there in the 100 to 115-degree heat, it's unbearable. I
The
mean,
thing is, they put a big water line down every year, and you got to go along there and poke holes in it, get the water out.
yeah, we put pipe down to put water
Tell
through,
'em,
and then
Don. Yeah, Don, we used to be able to walk too, didn't we?
I used to wade fish, like walk through floodway where I catch the flatheads, sometimes in the ditch. I used
Man,
to
I can
wade
show you
fish
what we used to walk, and
15 miles of that shit when I was a kid.
I ain't
I ain't
walking
gonna do it
nowhere.
no more. I ain't doing that. No.
I ain't walking nowhere
It was fun back then.
as long as I got a boat. I ain't walking nowhere either.
Well, we didn't have a job, you know what I mean? And that was my job, was to fish. Me and my 3-wheeler. And I've been good at it, and I will remain good at it as long as I can. Because I
Then we
pay
had to
attention to
drag
more
all
than most,
the
and
truck many a night.
everything on YouTube don't work. I catch more fish on baits and weights than all that rattling. If I ever use something, usually it's a float, but that shit, that's just pretty shit. That's just more junk out there to lose. It costs more, and some fish won't even bite that stuff. If your water's clear enough, they don't like that shit.
Yeah, Troy says, "Hell, you all got me beat. I can't walk at all."
Well, I understand, Troy. Hey, but you sure they'll run me over though.
You better hope he ain't no cop
He
car.
got
'Cause he
solid
drive
tires.
over
You got to
here.
watch out now.
If he
Good
get
thing it wears steel toe.
I'll be in trouble around. Don said, "I walk, but I tip over."
Yeah, we got to watch them down in the rocks, man. I ain't lying.
You see his hand? I don't know what the heck
I
tore his
tore
hand up.
up. That's what that fish did when it rolled or
Can't
twisted.
believe he stuck his finger in a catfish's mouth.
I do. I don't care. Sometimes we got. That's one thing I
Hey,
love about my
hey,
buddy Jimmy, man. If he's
hey,
got
Possum.
a 60-pounder, if I grab a hold of it, he ain't got no worries. it can break my hand before I let go of it.
Hey, Tim said, "Let me put this glove on and manhandle this fish." Guess what? The fish took his glove.
I saw that.
Yeah. No,
This
we
is
don't use gloves.
hey, this is the honest to God's truth.
I don't use fish
We
grippers,
caught
but to weigh them.
11 fish on Monday, and the only release that Rick videotaped was me putting my gloves on and letting that fish go. And that fish opened his mouth, and I let him go, and he clamped down right on the end of
And
that
took
clamp,
it.
Pull that
Yeah.
glove off my head.
Like Rick's, or not Rick, but like Ray says, you know what I mean? They don't like, you can't, it's not good to hold a fish up
The only
by the
reason
end of its mouth if it weighs that much. I understand we got, that's why we like slings and weighing them in a net now, because it's a lot easier on the fish. And that's the only way you can weigh a carp. You can't grab that fish even with one of them hooks if you put a hook in its lip or in its mouth.
We usually
As
weigh
soon as
them.
you,
Well, on my boat, I got a sling, but in Ray's boat, we use a net.
oh yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
There's
smaller
fish out
fish, I
there
put
that's
diapers on.
tender. That's why I like carp. They're tender. If you ain't running your drag right, or if you ain't got a stout enough hook compared to your drag, you ain't gonna land it.
Hey, I'm
Carp
gonna
is
jump
a
off. I
very
gotta take a shower and wash my hair.
Yeah,
well. Good
I
night,
got about
Jody.
2 more
Don't be
minutes.
like a turkey and hold your head up.
All
All
right.
right.
I'm just
Gobble
kidding.
gobble. See yous. Bye.
Yeah. Good night. You know, a turkey will drown when it rains. It always looks up.
Call that a goose grounder.
Well, at least that's what they say. That's the smartest, one of the smartest animals you'll ever see in your life is a turkey. It can see,
You better believe it.
man, it only sees certain colors, but it can tell when anything moves. I don't care if it's a leaf or a fucking piece of
You
a
ain't
bark
kidding.
falling off. Yes, sir. You'll get spotted by a turkey. But you
You
can
ain't
slam your
kidding.
truck door, or you can,
They say
there's a
you
lot of
close your
things you
truck
can.
door a mile away and they can pinpoint you.
Yeah, they will. They'll gobble. Yeah, as long as they hear a loud sound, they'll gobble sometimes. Yeah, that's true fact. They're really like hoot owls, though. And every time I'm at the river, that's what always follows me. I love a hoot owl. They
Yeah,
got a fetish over me or something, man.
we
Last year they was following me in the field and
Screech owls.
we got a neighborhood one around here. If you sit outside at night, you can hear him moving up down the block.
wisdom, man. There's
James had one about
hey,
hitting
there's
last. Unless
that's
that was
why
you.
there's wise all. That's why there's I guess what do you call it?
I done forgot what we was talking about.
I know. Well, it's like it's for your springtime sniffles. Wise all. Uh, it's like Claritin or Zyrtec and stuff. But
Hmm.
we got three types of owls around here. We got ground owls, which if you see them, you're special. Ground owls live in the ground, and you'll hardly ever see them
Hello,
unless you
Troy.
spook them.
Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Troy, what's going on, Ron?
Well, I figured I better come up here and slow pause.
Why, hell yeah, Troy! I like to hear you. Come on now.
You gotta. I figured I better come up here and slow possum down a little bit. He's sort of like two stands. You got to grab a hold of him every once in a while to shake him.
Well,
Yeah.
bring me back to reality now.
Boy, you ain't kidding no two stands. He gets carried away, don't he?
Oh Lord!
Well, at least he ought to change his groundhog shirt. I mean,
Yeah.
I like old two stand.
Well, I've been sitting back
Groundhog
here.
now.
I've been sitting back here about 30 minutes waiting on you boys to solve the world's problems, and I ain't heard anything very smart yet.
It ain't happening.
No,
It probably
stay at home and only spend what you got to. How about that one?
Oh Lord!
time to bunker down, y'all. For we gotta love all these tariffs and stuff. Wait till 4th of July, or you try to buy some lumber now. It's gonna be bad. It's terrible. I ain't paying $20 for some press wood when I make my own press wood.
Now, could you see me and Don? Could you see me and Don out there stumbling around on the bank?
Why, yeah.
Look like two winos trying to get through the door of the liquor store.
Well, which one's leading the other though?
Oh, I think I'd probably have to catch Don. I'm a little bit fat for him to stop eating for me.
Right.
Hey, Troy, you ain't got to worry though. He's easy to trip.
Yeah, that's right. Lord,
That's what Don said. It says we would be a hoot watching fish. You would be tipping off, and I'd be tipping over. People watch, laughing at both of us. Blooper of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
As long as it ain't near no retirement village, because they both be trying to lock us both up over there.
We got us a couple of escapees over there.
As long as we don't get Troy on no ice, it'll be all right.
Lord.
If so, hell, if he gets a fish, he can put it in reverse. Look out, we'll screw. He got solid tires. We'll put some self tappers in there and put some. We'll give him some grip, boy. Yes, sir.
Well, been a good night.
We're going to have to put a couple of 12 volts on Troy's scooter and make it go fast.
I got 2 12 volts on it.
Oh, well. I'm just saying, you can make some motors spin a little faster.
What you got coming up tomorrow?
If you want to have fun, you know, like you can cut some donuts and stuff and shoot.
What you got coming up tomorrow, Troy?
I'm gonna play the police game. I got it fixed.
Oh boy, I'll be watching.
Hey, I like that. Yeah, I watched that too. That and I like your duck hunting. And I like it when you're when most of your viewers don't give a shit. And you're well, here's how you break it down. But when you're going to do something you want to do and you go and do it, I like that.
Yeah.
Because you shot a lot of things going and doing and finding what you was going to that point. You gotta love what you're into, and
right.
And I really appreciate what you do. Like I always said.
Hey, did you ever have that gator race, that gator run?
No, I was gonna have it last 2 weeks ago, and something come up, and then last Sunday was Mother's Day, but I'm gonna try to see about doing it this Sunday night.
I gotta watch that. That just sounds like that's just gonna be a hoot, Troy. I'm not kidding you.
Don R says I can't run to my poles because when I get to them, I can't stop. Splash.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Uncle Don, we're going to get him a little closer, or have you sit down on the rock in front of it.
We might try to run it Sunday. Depends on how I feel. You know, I don't feel sick, but I feel run down today. But that old doctor said I might have a touch of the bronchitis, but he gave me some penicillin. But Al, I've been coughing for a month.
Well, if you knock your vaporizer deal out,
I didn't quit that 4 weeks ago.
Well, that's hats off to you, sir.
That crap's going in the trash. That's the second time that I done smoked on that doggone thing for any extended period of time and got the coughs both times. The wife's throwing that stuff away. That's the end of that. So.
Well, I ain't telling you what to do, and I would never, but if you can kick it, you doing better than me, sir.
Well,
I smoke for a living, and
I hadn't had anything off for a month, so I should have it beat now.
I cuss myself, but a lot of times because I wouldn't be huffing and puffing if it wasn't for them.
Hell, boys, I just want to come up here a minute and say hello. We're gonna play with the dog a few minutes, and then I'm going to bed.
Oh, well, pet her for me, boy. She's a pretty little dog. I tell
Coming
you
in,
what.
Troy. I'm getting ready to end this live too. I'm going to be going to bed too. I've been up since like 6 o'clock.
I'm tired tonight. I said I need to get a little rest.
Catfish dog wore me out, boy.
Oh, dang, dog got a heater. It ain't time to turn that on.
We'll see y'all.
Stopping by. Good night.
Yes. Good
Bye,
to see you.
Troy.
Bye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this one too, Possum. It was
All
awesome.
right.
Thanks for coming in, dog. You too, brother. Thanks for coming down fishing with us.
Hey man, had a great week this week, man. We caught some fish, had a good time. You know,
Not scared my fish.
Yeah. Good deal. I like old Troy too.
Yeah.
And Troy's a hoot.
I'll be
He's
watching
a good person.
Do them cop things, man.
for sure. I love watching him play his games. They're crazy.
Oh yeah. Yep. Awesome. So, well, it was fun, guys. We had a good live. 3 hours. I'm beat.
Yep.
Don't forget to watch Ed Evans. He's going live tonight at 11.
Yep.
All right, Possum.
Yes, sir. That's the love. Yes, sir.
All right, everybody in chat. Still 7 people in here. Uncle Don.
Awesome.
Mike
night,
Irvin.
everybody.
I don't even know who all was in here. Troy.
There's a bullhead.
Gregory Lemon. Real Virtual Outdoors.
That's a bullhead.
Pontoon Jody, probably. Bullhead.
Look at that! Hey, look at that little old bitty one right there. Ooh!
He'll
I had to
get
move my camera. Oh, look, he's got scared. Yeah, you can't stay in front of them long; they'll eat them.
Yep. All right, man. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna end this. Play my outro.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.
God
Love
bless.
y'all.
Tight lines, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all know that.
Tight lines, everybody. Mike, good to see you, Mike. Hope you're doing
Yes,
good.
sir.
Dog.
Later, Rick.
You
Thanks.
got it, brother.
Thanks for everything. Okay.
Hey, I like that hat,
bet.
Tim.
You
I
like
need one of them.
Like that catfish hat.
It's camo. Yeah.
Yeah.